move, and I want to do that. I want to wait for well, I'll tell you guys now, but I'm going to talk more about it, I guess, in the portfolio update video that's coming some point when I have time. I have a backlog ready for you guys. So outside of these lives, I think I have to actually set them to upload. Well, they're uploaded, but I have to set them to release. So correction on that term. And then when I get to the weekend, I want to do the dedicated Warner Brothers Discovery video, because that one won the vote and I haven't done it yet. So it's of the utmost priority. And they reported earnings today. So I have to really digest those earnings and then, see what I think about it, because I actually am curious for myself whether or not I'm actually going to build out the position or not at all. But yeah. Okay, so with regards to Warner Brothers Discovery, yeah, that's pretty much what I was talking about. We'll talk about it a little bit here, like a preliminary look. So the company, if we actually take a look at, and I got to get used to the new scenes that are here because I'm going to click on the intro, outro stuff. All right, so the company actually fell off a cliff, so to speak, to 11.61%. So they're retracing back to levels that we were talking about when I got a huge amount of requests around here for Warner Brothers Discovery, understandably so. I like the mindset from the community. The community is really excited about a stock when it's hitting all these lows. And the interest hasn't faded, by the way. I just want to say that. The interest hasn't faded, so we haven't gotten back to these levels exactly. We'll see what happens on the market open, but it's down 11.61% after hours. Earnings weren't too good from my understanding, but I really do have to sit down and digest it. If I actually were to, let me see something real quick. I don't know if you want to say something on this, Cole.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say about because I mean, dropping 11% in a day is a big day. And you know who said be greedy when others are fearful?
Albert Einstein.
Yes, I knew you'd see the joke coming from a mile away. That was Albert Einstein said that.
Albert Einstein said that. Yeah, I got a request that I should include that clip in every single video of them. So
no, is it not even them? Just every video.
Just every video. I'm not going to become like a channel obsessed with making fun of one channel, but I'm going to be doing the series. So the way I'm kind of thinking about it is for every video I have of EM coming out or revealing something new about them, I'll have maybe 2 times to 3 times to 4 times the amount of regular content, because I understand that there's a good chunk of capital mindset that does not want what people see as the drama induced content. So I get it, don't worry. I hear you, and I shall abide by your wishes. All right.
Echoes in chat wants to know why are you interested in Warner Brothers?
So I'm interested in Warner Brothers because I was interested in general with the streaming giants. I preferred Netflix, as you can see by the allocation percentage. I preferred Netflix at a time where everyone was kind of poo-pooing on Netflix, and kind of now they're reversed. So now the market's kind of favored Netflix over the other streamers. I think even Disney. Disney I wouldn't call necessarily a full-fledged streamer, and neither is Warner Bros. Discovery, because they have a lot of stuff that's outside of streaming as well. But Walt Disney has been underappreciated, so to speak. So yeah, let's take a look at that year to date. You can see actually they participated a bit in the rally, similar to Warner Brothers Discovery. If I actually were to compare it to Warner Brothers,
I've noticed that
you can kind of see they followed each other.
Kind of hobby investors, I guess you'd call them.
Yeah.
People on Wall Street bets, we'll call them.
Yeah.
They very, very much underestimate how much of Disney's revenue comes from the physical amusement parks.
They very much underestimate how much revenues comes from the amusement parks.
Yeah, like people think Disney is just like a streaming and a television company.
Yeah. I mean, I have a little bit, I've talked about this in the Discord a little bit, but I did a little bit of stuff at Disney before, and yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I don't really like them too much. I got to tell you, I don't really like how they run themselves. I would never really work there as a end goal career. No, I say that now, and then it changes. And then they see this video, and they're like, "Yeah, we're not going to hire you." Now you changed your mind, but
you see, you're not on the up and up with like pop culture and internet culture and stuff.
No, I'm not.
There is a group of people between 30 and 50 years old, and their life and personality is devoted to the Disney Corporation. Like,
oh no. When I was there, they actually so I was always like, okay, what kind of experiences can I gain from this opportunity? And that's about it. So they have this interesting program thing. I don't know if you're aware of it, for college kids to like intern there.
Yeah, you know all about college kids, Fabio.
I do. No, I'm kidding. The context is that a certain person goes and teaches at high schools. That's where we got to give them context for that. We can't just say that. But anyways, Disney has a great advantage in terms of, I guess, cultifying their employee base. I actually know still a couple people who still work there, and in a variety of, I guess, levels, you could say, from theme park, so customer facing roles versus non-customer facing roles. And they all, not all of them, but I would say probably 2/3 of those people that I'm talking about in my mind, and these are anecdotal evidence. I mean, you guys could probably, find people the same thing or find the opposite opinion, but they seem to have a good infatuation with Disney, and Disney seems like they know this, and they were willing to pay, or they know you're willing to take less because you just want to work for Disney. You do get a good amount of benefits from like the parks thing was fine. Like, it was cool to like, go to the parks for free basically, but I was never infatuated. I wanted different. Let's just say that. And I didn't like the way things were just run. It was a very bureaucratic experience. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I was not.
This isn't really. Somebody in chat said Disney better investment than Netflix. I 100%
No, it was not
agree
Gaston.
on that part.
I was not Gaston. It was an internship.
No one invests like Fabio.
Yeah, that would be funny though if I was I have Gaston. No, I don't have the looks for Gaston. Gaston character has to have brown eyes. Like, they're very particular about fitting the character.
I just wanted to say about Disney real quick is that the thing that stands out to me about Disney, and this isn't even really a good investing thesis, but basically you think of any intellectual property that's big enough to be like its own standalone thing, Disney owns it. I mean, you have Star Wars, you have Marvel, you have The Simpsons, well, all the Fox really. Disney owns everything.
I know, but look at they're very acquisitive. So they acquire a lot of these franchises, and it seems like, to my opinion, I think that they ruin a lot of them.
No, I 200% agree with you on that. Nate, our buddy of the channel, Nate, he just uploaded a short where he was talking about Disney this morning, and my comment I put on the short was that, when I was a kid, Disney seemed like really magical, and now as an adult, now that I kind of understand the business world a little bit more, I'm like, oh, they're just milking everything completely dead.
Yeah, that's actually how I view Disney, and I think that they're a really bloated organization. There's also that overhang of the potential fraud risk that might be there. I don't know if that is true or not. I'm not going to claim to know. So basically, what we have to kind of worry about, I guess, if you're an investor in Disney, is what if that accountant is telling the truth? That would be a pretty big deal. I mean, it'd be to the scale, I guess, of maybe something similar to waste management back in the day, if you guys remember that. But yeah. So someone's asking, or Andrew Marshall's asking, so I know we hate crypto here, but isn't Coin interesting after partnering with BlackRock and half of the brokerage cryptos blew up? I mean, like, in that relationship, I'd say that probably everyone here would agree with that, in that BlackRock or Coinbase needs that partnership more than BlackRock needs that partnership, right? That's how I look at it. Neon Galaxies, you're here. How you doing, Neon Galaxies? So I messed up with the audio. I messed up with the audio and it started overlapping on itself. So I'll get it right next time.
I do agree. I don't know if the comment was implying this, but I do agree that crypto can be stupid, and a crypto-based company could still be investable. I'll agree with that, just in general.
Well, Warner Brothers Discovery released a new game. By the way, people don't know this. If you don't know, you should know this now. Warner Brothers Discovery actually has a video game division within it. If you've played, I think, Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, which is like their Lord of the Rings.
Heard of League of Legends?
They don't own that.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, I was like, they don't own that. There's no way. But yeah, I think that's kind of like an interesting division within the company because they do have a ton of IP and they develop a lot of the games in-house. Disney outsources that. I think, thank God Disney outsources that because I have no faith in Disney's capabilities to produce a video game in-house. I think it'd be one of the most cringe fest video games ever. But that being said, I think EA. I don't like how EA makes some games, man. I don't know how you guys feel, but yeah, EA. They make some good games, and then some games they just ruined. Like Star Wars Battlefront 2, after the fact, was pretty good, but they got rid of a lot of features that I think the audience really wanted. So the longevity of that game was just, nah. Yeah, so Fuhat says EA's crap. I agree with you, Fuhat. I absolutely agree with you. All right, so a hypothetical question is your max allocation of 10% initial capital to a position. What happens when you build up a position to 10%, then it crashes 50%? Yeah, I'd add more right there. Yeah. But if the caveat asterisk, and this is for this question, if my thesis is still the same, like I have the same level of confidence and I just think that because it could just change and I could be like, oh, okay, well, I didn't anticipate that. I was just wrong. I could just be wrong. And then I'd have to reevaluate whether or not just take the L or, maybe the risk has increased and I don't want to increase the allocation to it. All right, and I'll just keep it as is. So that could happen. But yeah, generally speaking, that's generally how I played. I had some questions up here. I don't want to skip them. So no, I do not at the moment. I just want to say that to your question. And this one, okay, so thoughts on Spotify and Zillow. So Spotify is the one I still have not made a video on because it was the one that I mentioned in, I think it was either a live stream or I think it was a live stream. Way back when, one of the much older live streams this year, and I talk about Spotify from the perspective that I'm very interested in getting to know and understand Spotify. We take a look at Spotify's performance. Let's actually do that. I think they haven't performed that well. I think they're under the price at which I was saying I wanted to learn about it. So I've just been kind of on the sidelines. And in reality, there's so many more questions I have for Spotify, but they're the closest thing to a YouTube competitor that's out there than anything else. But that's
say that because I was gonna say Spotify's outside of the internet in general, but the two things I spend the most time on during my day is YouTube number one and Spotify is the number two thing because I listen to all my podcasts on there.
Okay, I was about to ask you. Mm-hmm.
But it's never once occurred to me to invest in it. Not sure why. It's just it's never stood out to me as an investment.
Yeah, but there's a lot of problems with Spotify's business model that's a little bit different than something like Netflix. Like they're almost like polar opposites when you put them side by side. They're similar, but also very different at the same time. So Netflix profits directly from every incremental new subscriber, while Spotify actually it costs them more because each time you listen to a song, they have to pay a royalty to to the owner of the song. So the more people that are on their platform, they would get more subscription revenue, but they also have to pay more in addition to how much you're listening to. So there's like a balance that goes out. I think that Spotify has a bit of a problem with Apple being a close competitor. My question to you, Cole, because I have you here, is why are you choosing Spotify over Apple? I'm just curious.
I think it was literally just a first mover kind of thing. I started on Spotify and I didn't start on Apple Podcasts.
So like a lot of artists that I've spoken to, they say that they have to get exposure on Spotify. They say that. They use that word, I have to be on there, which is very interesting. But still, there's still a lot of questions as far as, its scalability. So it doesn't scale the same way because Netflix will spend the money on the content and it's done. Okay, so then every incremental subscriber, well, that's a sunk cost fallacy almost with the spend on content, right? We've already spent it. And so each additional subscriber is just better, right? Because we're gonna spend it anyway. Spotify, again, each new subscriber means a new listener. A new listener means more fees that go towards royalties. So a lot of people do feel that way. That Spotify. I see it as it's the closest thing. I wish they actually moved more towards, even more towards video, because I know that you can watch the Joe Rogan podcast and it's in video format. Like you can see the video and stuff.
I'll bring up Joe Rogan at some point, just because I might be underselling it. Was it a 10-year, $100 million contract, or was it even more than that?
It was somewhere around there. It was in hundreds of millions, maybe. So it was a huge one. And yeah, that's the thing with Spotify. Like,
is that because that was a couple years ago, wasn't it, or was it only just a year? But has it panned out so far?
I think that it's still one of the largest podcasts, if not the largest podcast in the world, still to this day. So yeah, people are still listening to it in mass on Spotify. He would be bigger if he stayed on YouTube because YouTube is the better platform. So I want to be careful with people not misunderstanding this. I'm not saying that Spotify will overtake YouTube. I'm saying it is. If I look at the landscape right now, it is the closest thing, and that's saying something because there really isn't anything close to YouTube right now. It is the closest thing to YouTube because Twitch is even having its troubles that YouTube is actually trying to capitalize on and improve upon the streaming landscape. I know that there's a decent amount of stuff coming to YouTube to improve quality of streams for creators, and they're basically just going. But Twitch is aware of this. Twitch is obviously a part of Amazon, and so they are trying to then, I guess, counter combat this. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. You guys, as the consumer, you guys will enjoy it either way.
Yeah. Spotify is almost one of those, like, I don't even know if calling it one of those. I want to say a Peter Lynch stock anytime, like, I see something and then years later it pops off. But all throughout high school, or maybe it was early college, but I just remember every single kid, every single person I knew, if you walked by them, their computer either had Netflix on or it had Spotify on. It was one of those two things.
Yeah. Those are the two that are really reshaping the landscape for content. And I mean, a lot of the gains, yeah, you might say that they've already been realized. I mean, but for Netflix, I think it's like you will get opportunities, I believe, always on these companies that, get overhyped, and then they make a mistake at one point, they trip, and then everyone is so unforgiving towards them. So, I mean, so far the Netflix play is playing out nicely, but it's too short term to determine that that's a win. I mean, if I sold it now, it would be a win, but I don't want. We'll see. I want to actually see it for the long term. Okay, so
a $5 donation. Fabio will sell his Netflix right now after hours.
No, I can't do that. But and I don't want to do that. That would be stupid to do it for that little amount of money. Yeah, stupid, very stupid. That would show a sign of like absolute desperation. But yeah, someone said they liked this video. Go check it out if you're curious. I thought it was a nice video. I think most people in here probably saw that video, but anyone who's watching this now who hasn't seen it or maybe has afterwards. Yeah. And then TikTok, someone's actually mentioning TikTok. I'm keeping Nima's comment here because I haven't answered his full question. But TikTok, yes, is making a competitor to YouTube. They're also trying to break into it. They're making a competitor to Spotify. And that actually seems like a natural transition because they already have a lot of music hosted on their platform. So it does seem like it's a natural transition, but we'll see how that plays out. I don't know.
Doesn't TikTok have TikTok has basically deals with the record companies to be able to play all these sounds that are on the videos?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they already, like, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of already what they do in some respect, but yeah. I think YouTube Music was kind of a flop. I don't know if that's still around, but it's relatively a flop. Like Apple is just still Apple, around. So yeah. All right,
I disagree when people say that TikTok is it makes sense why people say TikTok and YouTube are competitors because definitely, if you're on TikTok, you can't be on YouTube. But I think you're gonna see YouTube go more long form over the next few years because everyone who wants to watch a 60-second video is going to be on TikTok, and YouTube is going to be stuff like 20, 30, 40. There's people who exclusively make like 2-hour-long videos and they get millions of views, and it's entertaining the whole way through.
Yeah. I mean, I personally I really like long form. I don't really like short form. I hate short form. I think that short form content can't provide me any form of value whatsoever. I mean, ever. It's just for fun.
It's uncreative and it's derivative is most of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I love to listen to, interviews. That's basically what podcasts are. Just interviews with interesting people. And just while I'm working, I'll have that up. And yeah, if I can try to set a goal to listen to a different perspective each day or a different perspective on like an industry I'm interested in, that's what is great about all this. You can, but the thing is being able to shuffle through what's maybe what you could disagree with and what you could agree with is, a little bit easier said than done because there's just actually so much. So your filtration process is a bit difficult if I had to be honest. All right.
That does remind me, if you guys want to check out this live stream afterwards, we will be uploading it to Spotify.
I need to figure out how to do that because I'd actually be down to do that. Okay, so I need to ask you off camera how to actually upload to Spotify like a podcast in podcast format.
You probably have to pay like a small monthly fee, like maybe around $20 or so to like just for a place to host it. But there might be free spots depending. It depends on how many hours you want to upload.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because if it's too much of a hassle, I'm just gonna be like, eh. All right. So the second question was for Zillow, or the second part of this question was for Zillow, and Zillow is down 7.45% after hours. So with Zillow, what you have is just a bundle of potential. That's basically, if you look at the Zillow videos I've made on the channel, that's pretty much been my thought the whole way through. So Zillow is a company that when they were doing the iBuying, it was a company I never wanted to touch. And so I think that was one of the first videos on Zillow. And they subsequently that year removed the iBuying business. They sold off all their homes. And you actually saw a one-time event, or an anomaly. Let's not say a one-time event, but because it happened over a quarter. But you saw an anomaly amount of cash flow, or a distinct amount of cash flows that was abnormal. Okay, I'm tripping up on the word anomaly for some reason. But anyways, yeah. So Zillow's actually a bundle of potential. It has to prove itself still. It's not a company that you could buy and confidently say this is going to dominate the housing space or whatever. It has the potential to do so, and so that's why it's in the speculative side of my portfolio. So if it were to go to zero, I think what is it at? I don't even know what it's at now. I think it's like at 1 point something percent. But yeah, if it were to go down and I look at it and I still think it has that same potential, I would actually bring it up to kind of follow through and tie it in with Andrew's older comment or question. This is a company that for now I'm fully comfortable with just nibbling on it if it drops a little bit lower. But yeah, that's pretty much it. With their earnings today, actually was, if I pull it up here, so revenue actually dropped by 22.9% year over year. But remember, a lot of the iBuying was going on last year, and that was a huge revenue on the surface, a huge revenue driver. And then Premier Agent revenue. So this is the part of their business that actually is the, you could say, the high margin business. It went down about 5%. So it makes sense. It kind of coincides with all the stuff that we've been talking about this year, the liquidity crunch. And remember, well, not the last Wells Fargo report, the Wells Fargo report before that, that's when we started to point out how there was a lot of data showing weakness in the housing market that we would potentially see. And so Zillow is actually showing us that, yeah, that is true, but we weren't surprised by that. So that's not out of left field. So Premier Agent revenue driving down by 5% is perfectly fine. Rental revenue decreased as well by 3%. So basically across the board, we are seeing some parts or weakness showing up. Now, there are some interesting, let me actually find the name of this company because I always forget the name.
Up Greystone, welcome to the chat.
What happened with Chris?
I should have pieced together that Neon was Austin because I knew he was a friend of yours because he brought up your little hide and go seek game you love.
What's the? It's not hide and go seek. It's not hide and go seek. Where did he say it? It's not hide and go seek.
That was like 2 minutes ago. He brought up the video game.
Oh, Ready or Not. Ready or Not. It's a SWAT game.
Ready or Not. Here I come. Yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. I'm trying to find the name of this company. It's kind of like
what's the game about? This whole time I thought it was a hide and go seek game. What's it about?
No, it's a SWAT game.
Oh, you called it Ready or Not. I was like, oh yeah, your character goes hide somewhere and somebody comes find you.
No. It's a SWAT game that's absolutely ridiculous because the AI is set to have a reaction time of 0.25 seconds, which is faster than humanly possible.
Faster than the speed of light.
No, not faster than the speed of light. And if they're behind cover, it goes down to about 0.1 seconds. It's like nuts. So they have to tone that down. They actually recently let go of their head of AI, because they apparently didn't know how to fix it. Anyways, the other company is called CoStar Group. So CoStar Group is a company, and let me actually pull up their ticker. So CSGP. I'm not endorsing this company by any stretch, by the way, but I just want to talk about it real quick. So if you know about Zillow, you must know about CoStar Group. So CoStar Group is a company that has a website that you might be familiar with called apartments.com. They're also investing heavily in this space. They have a variety of what?
What's their little? Do they have a little? Are they the website with a little slogan? Like apartments.com, or is that booking.com?
It might be booking.com.
Or it might be like hotels.com.
Maybe one of those definitely.
Somebody in chat help us out.
Yeah.
real quick. I have no idea how Zillow even makes money. What do they do? I mean, I know
So
what the website is.
So they have a couple businesses. The most profitable part of their business is Premier Agent, where they basically have agents pay so that they show up next to houses. And Zillow eventually is trying to get into other services for the real estate space. So they want to, over time, kind of build out, I guess like this network, all right? Make it easier, the home buying process a bit easier. There's other companies that are tackling it in a different way. So for example, you can look at Redfin. So Redfin does a style where they're not building a network. They're actually employing the agents. The agents are salaried, and you still have this website where they are trying to make it easy or an easy experience for you to buy and sell a home. So it's a different experience. Well, when you go on Zillow and you contact an agent, the agent is paying to be there. So that's like their advertising. That's the Premier Agent. And that's basically going straight to the bottom line for Zillow. They also have a couple websites that they also own. If you actually go on their website, well, we can go on it right now together. So
can you actually do me the biggest favor? Because you mentioned
maybe.
apartments.com, right?
Yeah.
Can you just Google like apartments.com ad, either like on Google or YouTube?
Apartments.com ad on YouTube, sure thing. So
Okay. This has been driving me insane for like a year, and I'm glad because apartments.com does not come up in normal everyday conversation.
How does apartments.com create the most eye-tingling virtual tours around? Watch this.
I'm gonna be on
Activate
a
shrink
slight delay,
suit.
so I'm gonna- Okay,
Start
yeah.
by getting that wood grade.
Does that guy look like
Oh,
Jeff
this one's also
Goldblum?
pet friendly.
Vaguely?
Apartments.com, the place
this guy? I don't know. I feel
the
like
guy in the turtle.
to find a place.
yeah, I feel like I know him from somewhere. I don't know where.
Chat, just let me know if
right.
if you've seen this commercial before, and let me know if you think he looks like Jeff Goldblum. That's all I had to say. It's been bothering me.
So this is Zillow. So Zillow owns all of these, and let me go back to well, I can pull up CoStar Group's website here, and we can find their brands. Come on, click it. Oh my gosh. All right, so you see apartments.com, homes.com, Lands of America, HomeSnap. So CoStar Group is actually the larger player here, by the way. So if you look at the market cap, it's sitting at $28.85 billion, and then Zillow's sitting at, where's Zillow at? There, $9.3 billion. You go back in time, I think Zillow did surpass them when they were doing that massive run up. You can see here when it was about $200 a share. Insane. So yeah, let's take a look back at Zillow. All right, sorry, not Zillow. CoStar
I just
Group.
want to tell the chat. I swear I googled who that actor was before, and it wasn't Jeff Goldblum. But yes, it turns out it actually is just Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, it is. All right.
So I look really stupid in front of everybody right now.
Well, you look smarter than me because I don't know who the fuck that is. But I just know the face is familiar. So right here, what we're looking at here is we're going to do some Jeremy tier analysis. We're going to see how much experience Andrew C. Florence has, and if he has more than X amount of years experience, we just buy the stock. We just don't even ask any further questions. I'm just kidding. I'm being facetious there. But anyways, I'm trying to find out where their services are. So because there's a part where I remember looking at this company, and people don't really know much about it because the one that gets all the fame is actually Zillow. Again, I'm not saying that this one is buy. I don't own this. I'm not planning on buying this. I'm just saying, know that the stock exists. If you're interested in Zillow, just know it's out there. And then kind of, I guess, even compare them if you want. So, here, overview. No, this is like overview of the stock and stuff. Wrong place. Let's go back to investors. I think I'm getting more lost in this website than I really should be. I just want to know what you do. But transparency of commercial real estate. I know they do a lot of services with commercial real estate, okay? And then on top of that, they have a bunch of brands. So this is my summary. I'm trying to find out exactly where it's listed aside from this. This is a very basic summary, but they do a lot of services with commercial real estate properties and a lot of property management as well. But yes, so they're also kind of getting into that residential space, and that's Zillow's territory. So just know that they exist and keep an eye out on them, right? Cool? Okay, so who uses CoStar? I don't know. Do you use apartments.com? It's a lot of commercial. That's the main business that they do. A lot of commercial stuff.
Yeah, I use apartments.com a lot.
Okay, if you use apartments.com a lot, then you're using a CoStar brand. All right, so
Wow.
we do, yeah, there you go. The more you know. dun, dun, dun. What? No, that's the wrong thing. All right, so we do get a super chat here. So what is your opinion on builders, Lennar, KB Morian? Okay, so I actually want to check on KBH because I haven't actually checked them out in a long time. So I don't even know what the price they're at. So KB Homes here, what are they at? Okay, so they're not really moving as much. Let me see where Toll Brothers is at.
I can't believe how many tickers there are that I've never heard of, and people just recognize them immediately.
Yeah, over time it just happens. It's natural. Yeah, so they're all pretty much moving in tandem with each other. I think with the worst performer being KBH. KBH is, I think, the worst performer. But yeah, so you have Toll Brothers, which is it's relatively small. It's relatively small. Lennar is the big boy, and KBH is the smaller boy. And there's also Meritage Homes, which is another. Meritage Homes is actually local to where I live, so a fun fact. But all home builders in general, I'd be a little bit concerned with them because they are cheap for a reason. So if you pay attention to people like Ross Gerber, where I have my disagreements with Ross Gerber, and I'm just going to stick it to the evaluation portion, where he believes he's value investing by buying the builders. I think that the builders right now are, or were back then, when we talked about it in the video with Ross Gerber, which I believe was around here-ish, somewhere in this vicinity. I really do forget. But it's the one when it's Peter Schiff and Ross Gerber talking. I give my thoughts a little bit there, and I do probably mention builders in a previous video because I remember getting asked about them a lot in live streams. But my opinion really hasn't changed that much with builders. Anecdotally, I can tell you that builders, while a year ago, like around this time period where my wife and I were looking at potentially buying property, they were pretty much like, yeah, we don't care. There's like a million people trying to buy a property. Now we're getting called more. We're getting, solicited more and saying, hey, you still interested? Hey, you still interested? We'll do an incentive. I think one of them was actually offering a decent incentive now, like about $40,000 closing incentive. So that's interesting, I guess. But yeah, anecdotally, I'm noticing the builders are getting a little bit more desperate. And that has yet to play out. I think the market is pricing or trying to tell us that with such a low P ratio. So I don't think they're a value, even though they appear to be a value. They're very cyclical. Okay. Well, I'm saying the obvious. Builders are cyclical. But yeah, that's kind of my opinions on there. If I had to pick one, honestly, I'd probably go for the one that is focused on a particular niche within the housing sector, one that is focused primarily on, because the one that's going to get hit the most is one's focused mainly on middle, lower income class housing. That one's going to probably get hit more than something like for the exclusively like the highest end. But the thing is, like, Toll Brothers is teetering always. I know that people think Toll Brothers is like exclusively high class. I don't really think that they are. I mean, I don't know. Like, that's my opinion. I don't know. What do you think, Cole?
Well, Toll Brothers, they don't make Toll House. They don't make Toll House cookies, do they?
Not that I know of.
If they did, I would invest in them.
Yeah, not that I know of.
Yeah, I don't know anything about builders. They like. Here's my impression of building companies. They're like, do you need a house? Bang, bang, bang. Here you go. That's basically my investing thesis.
You heard it here first, folks. So Toll House cookies is made. Toll House cookies made of dough. That's funny.
That's a double entendre with dough meaning money.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, Toll Brothers. That's how I thought, Julius. That's how I thought of Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers is like high end for middle class. Like, they build really big homes. And we're sticking to the builders right now because we haven't, I guess, finished it yet. But the builders, like Toll Brothers, they make big homes, but sometimes they don't make like the best quality. I find so they cater. They're like maybe like a New Rich, so like New Rich homes, and then
as you call them,
yeah, as I definitely call them. No, but in all seriousness,
them from yourself,
separate what?
Separate them from yourself,
Separate them from who's them?
Well, you're old rich, so you look down on them. Like, oh, you're new rich. You look down on them.
No, but that's a statement. That's a saying. All right, but yeah, Lennar is gonna have like the whole spectrum. in terms of what they build for. So Lennar's going to have that scale, but I think with like bigger you are, the harder you fall in some cases. But what's difficult about this is it really does depend on what land they have to develop. So that's like an analysis that's going to be almost like unique to a dedicated analyst, so to speak. So I mean that's something to gain an edge. You could just say, okay, the bigger one has the better scale. I'm just going to choose them, and that's it. But that's if you really want to be involved with home builders. Like, it's not an industry you have to be involved with. But when they are going to be hated, I think that's when I'd probably be interested in them, because I don't think right now they're hated. I think people just actually look at them and they say, oh, these are values, I'm buying them. Even though this drop, I mean, you think that's a big deal. It's not. I mean, people in the Discord know throughout this entire drop, this is not a big drop, guys. This whole recession, it's not really, or recession. This whole downturn hasn't really been that bad.
You know, it would genuinely interest me, and I think would be fun.
Wait, sorry. Temple Knight said I have to disclose if this is an ad. For
apartments.com. Yeah.
Oh, for apartments.com. Oh, yeah. They're our sponsor. Apartments.com. Look. Yeah. Apartments.com.
CoStar in general, but
CoStar in
yeah,
general is our sponsor. Yeah.
Chat can help out. I would love, because we were talking about Toll Brothers. I would love if we could, you and me, and then chat, if we could come up with what is the definitive brand that basically like a middle class person thinks is like high end, but it's not actually.
What do you have an answer to that?
Not the first thing that's coming to my mind is kind of like probably a
Gucci.
vodka company, like a Grey Goose or something.
Gucci.
Gucci. Well, chat, what do you guys think?
Yeah, 100% Gucci.
Yeah, Gucci. How
yeah.
much Gucci do you own?
None.
None.
I mean,
what is Prada? A Cheesecake Factory? That'd be funny.
Cheesecake Factory. Oh, Cheesecake Factory. So I actually
10-year anniversary. I'm taking you to Cheesecake Factory.
No. I like Cheesecake Factory. Don't mess with my Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake is my favorite kind of cake.
Yeah, dude, cheesecake is my favorite dessert out of anything.
Exactly, and the Cheesecake Factory makes one of the best cheesecakes that are mass produced, I guess. But like, it's fantastic. I actually like to buy their cheesecakes for birthdays and stuff. It's like, I mean,
the two best answers I saw was actually Starbucks is one of the first things that came to my mind. Is people are like, oh, I want fancy coffee, I'm going to Starbucks. I like Bacon Meme's answer of Target, because it's like, I mean, would you agree with this? Target is solely, I wanted to go to Walmart, but I didn't want people to judge me, so I went to Target.
Who cares about shopping at Walmart? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. The new rich people care, Fabio. I know you're trying to show off for the chat, but the new rich do not go to Walmart.
No. So no. It is not just me. Cole, you are putting it on me. That is a standard thought out there that yes, the person who is newly rich may be conceited and say that Walmart is for the lows, and it's like, no, that's stupid. That makes no fucking sense. So yeah, I think Target though, like my wife loves Target because of, she says, the experience. She vows that like Walmart is just like not a happy experience, but I find that with like girls in general. I don't know. Chat, how do your wives/girlfriends feel about Walmart versus Target? See, we'll settle this once for all. As a dude, I don't care.
There's no woman on the planet who would rather go to Walmart than Target.
You know the name. I love it.
Everyone knows that name.
Okay, everyone knows that name. Okay, I thought it was.
Fabio, isn't it true? Just earlier today, you were making fun of a guy because
I'm so scared what you're gonna say.
He thought a Lamborghini was a nice car, and you were like, "You are so new rich," and you drove off in your Maserati.
Dude, Maserati is super new rich. What are you talking about?
I meant to say Bugatti.
Still, what kind of?
Okay, what's an actual rich person's car then? What is Jeff Bezos ride?
Toyota Camry. No, Jeff Bezos doesn't drive, my man.
What is Jeff Bezos' driver ride in?
Rolls Royce probably. He's even Bentley. Bentley is Bentleys are like Rolls Royces. You can like pass down generation to generation. Like they're so high quality.
I suck at cars. Is there a?
I mean, I wouldn't buy a Rolls Royce, by the way. Just before anyone thinks anything, I would never buy a Rolls Royce.
Is there a model of car called a Ghost? Is that a brand?
Or
I mean, it's not.
Wait, no. Phantom. Wait, no. I'm not really a car guy, so you're catching me off my stuff. But I know it's the Phantom. Let me see. I think it sounds like it is.
I know people show off their Porsche 911. I know that's like a fancy one.
Well, actually, fun fact. Let me actually see this because I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah. The Cayman's the one that is actually like the entry level Porsche.
Rolls-Royce Ghost, according to Chad.
Yeah. It's Ghost and Phantom and. Okay, so it is Ghost. So there is one that's Ghost. I thought so, but yeah, I'm not really a car guy. But yeah, actually, to get a Ferrari, it's actually really difficult. You can't just go in and get one.
Well, if you're new rich. Yeah.
Well, no, it's because kind of.
There's actually. Do you know the rich versus really rich YouTube shorts and
No,
TikTok
yeah, that stuff is weird sometimes. Yeah, it gets weird. You sent me some of it.
Rich versus. I hope you guys have seen this. This is the stupidest YouTube channel. He has a series called Rich versus Really Rich.
This is super true. Sorry. This comment's super true for all the car guys who because like you don't have to, it's not about like wealth or anything. It's like almost like a taste kind of thing. You talk to car guys. Some car guys, it's not like they buy those cars, but they have the appreciation for these cars in a different way. Where someone who's probably not like a car guy, one of my best friends is a gearhead, and he'll go off on this. Like if he was on here, we'd have just an hour-long conversation just about cars. But anyways, continue.
Okay, so basically, there's a rich guy, and he's an asshole. And then there's a really rich guy, and he's like nice because he's really rich. And there was one where they go to like a Lamborghini dealership or something. Might not be a Lamborghini, but one of those expensive cars. And the rich guy's like, "Yeah, I need one of your $200,000 cars." And the dealership guy is like, "Yeah, we're all out." And he's like, "This is an outrage. I'm rich." And then the really rich guy shows up, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm here to pick up my 10 brand new Lamborghinis." And then the rich guy's like, "Who is this?" And the dealership guy's like, "That's the guy. He's the reason we're out of cars because he always comes and buys 10 Lamborghinis."
Wait, sorry. See, Bacon Memes comment cannot be.
Five Below.
Dude, that is amazing.
I've been to Five Below once. I got like a little straw thing that like it's also a pair of glasses, but you can drink out of it.
That is amazing. Oh yeah, Paul also is talking. So Paul's dropping some interesting comments. This is also true. Yeah, because Maserati used to be the sister sort of Ferrari. Used to be, but Ferrari was spun off. Ferrari is now its own thing because that was all part of the big conglomerate, so to speak. But yeah, Gearhead here, only investable car company is Tesla. Yeah, Paul. Oh, by the way, I actually just got my notification today that it is on its way. I basically just have to finish the paperwork now for the trade-in. And yeah, so the date is approaching because now they pushed it back a month because I would have already had it by now. So it's arriving at the middle to end of this month, and so I shall have my new vehicle. And I'll be able to go visit you at Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it'd be funny, Fabio, if you canceled your order and just tanked the stock.
That would be absolutely funny. See, look, I like that we're becoming this. It's like a pleasing to listen to, I guess. Hopefully, that's a relaxing hangout that we can talk about stocks and stuff too as well. But yeah,
I was editing while I was in the Discord call the other day.
Yeah. That's what I want these live streams to be relaxing. Nothing, stressful. We'll talk about sometimes some stressful topics like, everything money. But yeah, and by the way, again, invitation to anyone who wants to hop on. Cole will let you on the Discord because he's a stellar guy, and yeah.
You just have to @ me in the Capital Mindset Discord.
Yeah. It has to be for only for disputes, debates only. No, I'm kidding. I love debating. I actually love debating, by the way. But yeah.
You know why Mo?
I'm a master debater.
Very funny. You know why Mo can never find? You know why Mo can never find clips of you talking?
Why?
About him? Because you only talk about him during live streams. And he doesn't know what lives are.
That's actually really good. Oh my god, yeah. Because I only talk about him during live streams. Cole, you need to go on Melanie King's live right now so you can shoot your shot on her. What?
Melanie
Who is that?
King, more like Melanin Queen.
Oh, that's the one that sees. Julius is always just popping in and just going like, "Damn, man!" Like just like saying that he goes, "Damn!" Like, and he posts a picture. Oh my god.
I said I know this photo's photoshopped, but it's true. It turns out she's not.
She's not Photoshop.
Well, I can't. If anyone can find good pictures of her, DM them to me on Discord because I had trouble.
For research purposes for Cole. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so Cheesecake Factory, the one I have in front of me, this is a company that actually, I don't know, man.
I thought you meant you had a cheesecake in front of you.
What?
You said Cheesecake Factory, the one I have in front of me. I thought you meant you had a cheesecake in front of you.
No, we just had cheesecake. We just had cheesecake the other day. And so I have no more cheesecake for a while. I thought I was doing good when I went from Toyota to Lexus. No, you did do good. Toyota to Lexus. Lexus is a solid car. My wife has one, so she has the. What?
Lexus has the worst car commercials in history.
I know.
You know the Christmas ones?
No, I don't know those ones.
Where they're like, oh, it's Christmas, and then like, the dad's like, oh, honey, to his wife, he's like, oh, I forgot to get you a Christmas present. I'm so sorry. And they walk outside, and there's two brand new Lexuses, like $120,000 purchase. They're like, she's like, they're like, oh my god, thank you. Like, meanwhile, in reality, you'd be like, did you just spend $100,000 without even talking to me?
Oh, that's really good. That's an out of touch commercial.
There's an SNL skit where they make fun of it. You know?
There's actually like, okay, so I can't say that, but I gotta tell you off camera. But anyways, that's I hate when I do that, and I don't do it on purpose, but Chris has been calling me out on it when I do the tease thing, because now the audience is like, what is he gonna say? It's nothing big, guys. It's nothing big, I promise. But my wife's
well, if you have something to show me off camera and it's not big, and then I know what you're not talking about.
That's good. Walked into it. Old Rich's Toyota Land Cruiser. No, okay. So like Toyotas are like one of the most solid cars out there. I mean, yeah, they're built different, I gotta say. But yeah, Lexus, or where was I going with this? My brother-in-law just got a new Mazda, and I thought that car was pretty good. I looked at it, and my wife looked at it. It's pretty good. I think my mother-in-law also got a new Mazda, but it's not like, well, I don't know what. Cole, wait, I'm just gonna text you this, Cole, because I'll type it in the chat, because I don't want to say that live and just like sound bad.
I just have to walk over to get my phone. No, you know what? I'm 26 years old, and you know what I just bought for the first time in my life? It's just fuck, Fabio.
Sorry, no, it's a serious question. I don't want to say that live. Can you type back? Or are you just gonna stare at the question?
No, I'm typing back.
Oh, okay. All right. I asked Cole a question that would have been probably a stupid question. He's probably saving me from stupidity. What is this? Class people join. Okay, so I was gonna say the I forgot what Mazda model it is, but it's around there, Cole. So that's how I was gonna
starter. Say. I think the starter is the 3, and then the 6 is the next one up from that.
I don't know what it is. I really don't. But she got like an SUV version. All right. So we have hey, what's up, Noam? How you doing? How's FAR treating you? You dying?
The Mazda 6 would be the one that's what you just messaged me.
Yeah. It's probably that one then. So I agree with Julius Caesar, and because there's not really a point to it. Like no one's gonna actually necessarily, unless you're really into it. There's not really a point, and like there is a way to drive a very nice car without paying too much, and there's also like the added benefit of like some niche cars. So like my buddy, he drives a Lotus Elise, and a Lotus Elise is not an expensive car, for sure. Okay, and it's a used one, but like it looks like a lot more expensive than it is. There is a new Lotus coming out that's so nice. I'm not gonna get it though. The wait list is like ridiculous, but it's like, it is on the more expensive side for a car. It's like, 80, I think starting at 80 or 70 something, $77,000. But yeah, definitely it's a nice car, but not worth it. Like who are you gonna impress? But if you love cars, I don't know, and you have a lot of money, why not? Do what you want.
What I've always heard about cars is that like whenever you see somebody, let's say you have like a used car, a car that's not impressive.
Yeah.
And you see somebody like drive up in a Lamborghini, and you're like, wow, Lamborghini. But nobody's really interested in the driver. Like, yeah, they love the car, but they don't care about the driver themselves. So if you think you're gonna like, oh, I'm gonna drop $300,000 on a car and suddenly everybody's gonna care about me, they're gonna care about the car, but still nobody's really gonna be interested in you. Like you're not gonna suddenly like have a huge group of friends and a wife and stuff.
Oh, wait. Let me. I think this is funny. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but hold on. Let me pull this up because some of you are gonna find this funny. Some of you might even find this distasteful. I don't know. I don't know what people are gonna think. So hold on. Let me.
The goatsy.
No, hold on, Cole. I'm gonna turn off desktop audio because I want to make sure I'm getting the right one. So I'm gonna turn off desktop audio so no one's gonna be able to hear you for just a couple seconds. And I can hear you though. Don't worry. All right, so I'm just going to. Should I show this video or not? Because well, you don't know what I'm staring at.
Yeah, I'm about to find out.
All right, so why is it zoomed in so much?
Yeah, I did leave Chad on a cliffhanger, and I left you on a cliffhanger. I said I'm 26 years old, and you know what I just bought for the first time in my life?
Oh yeah, tell us.
A Perrier water.
How'd you feel about it? Because my wife loves that stuff.
Yeah, I'm enjoying. So basically, this guy I'm obsessed with. I always credit him as being the reason I started a YouTube channel. You might know him as Zach Hadel, creator of Smiling Friends. I was listening to a new podcast with him, and he mentioned that he doesn't drink because he used to get wasted like a lot, and he said he doesn't drink alcohol anymore. And now he mostly just drinks like Perrier. And I was like, I'm gonna get some sparkling water so I can be a big time YouTuber. And now I just want to make awesome YouTube videos. So I think it's working.
Yeah, it's a good inspiration. I mean, my wife, I think she likes San Pellegrino and Perrier, but she'll drink either, I think. But like, I think her preferred definitely is San Pellegrino. But yeah. Bubbly.
That's right. Perrier is so new rich, you know.
I mean, we're just cracking these new rich jokes all the time. Subaru is a fantastic car. I almost got the WRX for actually my first car. So the WRX was, I think the WRX is a nice car. And the BRZ is also another one. And Toyota 86, well, it's like the BRZ basically. I like that one. That one's like a young person car. But yeah, no, Subaru makes solid cars. Mazda makes solid cars. There's a lot of solid car companies that are just not rated. All right, so I'm gonna share.
None of them are American, by the way.
None of them are American. They're all suck. All right.
Neon Galaxies, aka Austin, says, "Hey Fabio, where's that background from? His house, dumbass."
Yeah, this is my freaking house. How dare you question this? You remember in the live stream where the hooks just came off at the end of the 5 hours, and then the background just came down? I was just like, "Yep, we're ending anyways." That was a good time. All right, so I'm gonna play this clip, and again, some of you, I apologize, are gonna find this a bit distasteful. I don't think it was meant literally. I think it's just funny. Okay. No, it's not that kind of distasteful. Some of you are gonna find it hilarious. Some of you are not. All right, ready? I'm gonna play it.
Do we want to look at some individual stocks? What do you think, Paul?
I think my dad finally feels I'm not a failure.
I think so.
Because of everything money, you think?
Yeah, probably because of everything. No, everything money. He thinks I'm not a failure anymore. Individual stocks.
Because of everything money.
Yeah, that's the clip I just wanted to share. Some people are gonna find that distasteful. I think it's just funny. I don't think it was meant to be literal, but you know.
Well, yeah. I didn't get his response. What?
What was his response?
I had to like turn on my YouTube audio to hear it because I can. But
so I have to play it again.
Well, no. I mean, just walk me through it. What he said.
So he says like my dad is finally proud of me, and then Seth says, Why? Because something with Everything Money. I think insinuating that he was unproud of him because of Everything Money. And then Paul responded and said, "No, he's proud of me because of Everything Money."
Okay, I didn't read it that way the first time. Okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah. Someone thinks it's funny. Okay, I know some people are gonna be like, "What is this?" But someone thinks it's funny. All right. I don't think that's like actually literal. I just thought that was just a funny comment that he made.
The first time Paul's dad was proud of him was.
Oh gosh, here we go. Go finish.
No, it's your live stream, you know.
Oh, okay, good. All right. So anyways, I'm looking at. Oh, someone's probably asking, what is this? This is Cheesecake Factory. So I just moved myself. Oh, Cheesecake Factory. So this is where you would go to, get some thickness on the side of your legs, and yeah.
Just like Fabio every Saturday night.
Yeah, just get thick on my side of my legs. Anyways, taking a look at something. This is the quarterly report. I'm just trying to see if anything pops out to me that's unhealthy. Get it? Ha! But anyways.
That is funny.
Yeah. Accounts and other receivables is down. Inventories. Okay. Yeah, nothing's popping out. This is a company that I expect them to have a lot of this gift card liabilities because everyone gets gift cards to the Cheesecake Factory at least once in their life.
Yeah, did you know like 33% of gift cards are never redeemed?
I know, it's insane. It's that's why they do it. It's awesome. Gift cards are fantastic. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, with Cheesecake Factory, I don't know, man. It's like restaurants in general. I don't know. There's also Darden. I can't really get into Darden, but there's a lot of different restaurants that are interesting. And from the.
Really, wants to remind you of something.
Remember, Don Fabio, short-term debt doesn't matter. Oh yeah. Short-term debt doesn't matter, everyone. So that's gonna be clipped out by someone, but no, it's a joke. It's an inside joke. Just because someone said that.
Part where you explain it.
What?
They're gonna clip out the part where you explain it.
Yeah, I know. So it doesn't matter. Yeah. No one's clipped out. I don't really have like a hater who does that.
Can someone name Fabio? I would be very impressed. Can you tell me what the 8 pillars are without like looking it up?
No.
Can anyone in chat name? Can we name 4? I can't even name 1. I don't know what they are.
I'm gonna switch myself. I'm gonna move to the. No. I like to be on that side.
Put yourself upside down on the top, top of the screen.
How do I do this? How do I?
Okay, one of the pillars is PE under 20.
Just stay here. Yeah. PE under 20? That's so cringe. Why? Why 20? I don't understand.
Can someone, Fabio, you specifically, explain this. Have you heard about the ape stocks?
The what?
So AMC didn't get approval to dilute their shares, apparently, or something. So now they're issuing a dividend of a new ticker symbol called APE. It's like a preferred share or something.
Dude, I don't know. That is so weird. Okay, so someone's asked me to react to it.
What is it a share of then?
Dude, I have no idea. I haven't looked at any of that. I don't pay attention to anything with when it comes to whatchamacallit, AMC, which I missed out. What?
Ape Father is about to come for you. He's gonna clip that.
Ape Father, come for me. Ape Father, you completely ignored me. I mean, I didn't make content against you, Ape Father. I come to the altar of the Ape Father and request that I be mentioned in your videos. Do I have to insult you in order to get that honor? Anyways, I missed the opportunity. Now I want to go back to the Lord of the Rings meme and include the Ape Father as one of the Ents because Paul came out and bashed AMC. Just like even the Ape Father is like coming out.
So this is a serious question for the chat. If somebody could jog my memory, did AMC do like some kind of shareholder giveaway where like if you bought a movie ticket and you're a shareholder, then you got like an NFT of a tote bag and then also like a real life tote bag? Somebody jog my memory about that.
Someone asked us to react to a particular live stream that happened.
Nobody said that. Where is that?
Andrew Marshall. He asked it like several times. This one.
I mean, I don't see it, but I'll react to anything for $5.
I don't see it until there's a $5 super chat. Cole's just like money or nothing. All right, so there's a part 1 and part 2. Okay, so we'll play part of part 1. Fuhat just went to bed, which is unfortunate. So this is Echoes from Above. He's in chat, I think, maybe still in chat. Maybe not. I'll move out of the way. I'll kind of just have my eyes here. I'll be staring at you guys very intently. And yeah, this is Fuhat. He's a newer member of the community. You might see him in chat occasionally. This is, again, Echoes. We know that. And then this guy is, I don't really know who he is. I don't know much about him, but he's got a bigger channel. And he likes Palantir. That's pretty much all I know.
Swinging about. Anyway, I'm gonna give you guys a heads up. This is about to be insane.
I am right now, to put it in perspective, how much there's a skill gap here. I am only 1% down the S&P.
Wait,
and like a day ago, I was beating it by 6%. And if I were to buy a Horntail share of BlackRock, I'd be up $70 right now.
Oh, I dead ass do not care how much you're up or down because
that's nice. I dead ass don't think you have the financial knowledge to be trading stocks, and I think right now you gotta be shooting yourself in the foot. That's how you train yourself right now.
I was literally gonna ask, do you live with your parents or not? That's all I want.
No, I don't know.
So
I live with my friend.
How much are you paying for rent?
I'm paying like $500.
And you have a single bedroom? You share your bed? What's your?
I have an office and I have a bedroom and I have a bathroom. It's a house. Why does this matter for a fucking debate about Palantir?
No, because I don't debate. There's no point in debating Palantir. I just don't get why you're upset.
You have 90% of your portfolio like in Palantir, and you pump in Palantir, and you're like, alrighty, dope. This is gonna be a good company. You're just gonna scout the responsibility.
It's actually 73. But I was gonna ask, why are you upset that someone's living with their parents, making sure their parents are doing well, especially if I don't have a girlfriend or wife?
I'm not upset with that. I'm upset with the fact you put it in 70% of Palantir, and though unprofitable, as I could point out, that's what I'm sad about. You showing shitty advice. You know what Charlie Munger says? Don't be stupid. That is literally how you get rich. Try to avoid being stupid, and you just being a dumbass.
Do you know what Palantir does?
Yes. Do you even know what fucking Python is?
No, I'm just dead at. Do you know what a digital twin is? Do you know what meta constellation are? Do you know what ontology? Do you know like technical terms that are central to understanding the company, not the stock? I'm like straight up. You can be right on the stock. Sure, you're right. It's down. But you know what the company does?
No. You know why?
But no, hold on.
It's been fucking 24 years, and they haven't fucking done shit.
Wait,
you literally think they'll be pulling up in the next like 3 years when literally they can't even get the fucking chip bags even passed? Like you can't even get intel to fucking get some fucking out?
BOAG, a company that is helping stop the Russia-Ukraine crisis using geospatial intelligence that just got $99.9 million from the U.S. government 2 days.
So essentially, it's a big Tesla. So they're using government subsidies. All
right. So I don't even know. Okay, Fuhat, when you watch this, great. This is great. So Fuhat, again, the middle guy. He's in the middle. He's a newer member of the community. He's been a member of Echo's community for a long time, and communities overlap. Oh, let me bring myself back up. Let me rise up.
Yeah, somebody in the chat in MS Paint, draw me how Fuhat is getting that camera angle.
What? That's random.
Like, his phone is like flat on his desk, and he's like standing up, like bent at the hip.
I don't know how heated it got, but like, why is the guy on the right, being kind of, I don't know. I know that it was meant to cause offense, like why he's asking him how much rent he pays, as if that deters from Fuhat's argument, or Fuhat lives with his parents, that would deter from his argument. So that doesn't make any sense. But I don't know what happened before this, because this is clips. By the way, this channel is Echoes from Above clips, by the way. So if you're curious on where this footage can be found.
With business, just to keep it afloat.
Oh, this is the. So I have a website called dailypalantir.com.
Yeah,
you probably won't read
the
articles there.
Yeah.
We're playing the video again.
Sure, I read it. Yeah, sure. Alrighty, cool.
I'm not even trying
I would read it. Yes, I'm an honest guy. I would read this website. Yeah. If you have a website, fine. I'll read it because I want to keep it unbiased. Because if I see your fucking face, I'm gonna scream at you.
Whoa.
This is the same question This is the same debate I was basically like. There's an important thing to understand.
What happened
about
before this?
I mean, the past 20 years. Like when you guys say they've been unprofitable, they haven't done anything for 20 years. You got to recognize for the past 18 years.
I was there for this live.
What has Bullshit done in the past 20 years?
Oh yeah, they
Wait,
talk about
like for real, like for real,
It had to do with like Palantir and like
I don't know, dude. Like I don't know, dude. Maybe like I don't know, like donate like fucking some foundations. Literally doing what fucking Palantir does, but actually being profitable.
I'll leave. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I just want to know, can I talk? Can I talk?
Sure. Go ahead. My bad. Sorry.
So, started in 2003 as a response to 9/11, and the whole idea was.
Do you know what caused 9/11?
Wait. So I guess I'm not going to be able to talk because if I can't get a simple 2 minutes, I gotta do this, bro.
No, I'm just asking a question. Like, are you gonna address that?
I don't want to.
If you're trying to pitch me a thesis, do you at least know like the basic facts of like 9/11?
That's not relevant to talking about why.
That is relevant. If you're investing in a company, you want to give a guy your money that you don't know like the history of why this company was even created.
But
because it's a big government business.
You know why Echoes did well in the Meet Kevin debate? Because he let him talk. That was regardless of what happened, he let him speak. If you're not going to let me speak, there's no point in talking.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just want to say this is great. This is great.
Right, so, one of the things that's important to understand, right, is the reason Palantir was unprofitable for 15 years. They were subsidized by the venture capital arm of the CIA. Now, why were they subsidized by the venture capital arm of the CIA? The CIA said, okay, 9/11 happened. Peter Thiel, that made PayPal, said,
oh my God. I'm sorry.
Peter Thiel. If I get interrupted again, I'll just leave, bro. It's Friday night. I could do other stuff, but
okay. Go ahead.
I don't want.
Let him talk.
So it's whatever.
No, please don't leave. Let him talk. Let him defend himself, just like I did with me, Kevin.
It's not. I'm not defending anything. I just want to have a conversation about a company. Like it's. But if I can't say a word about it, then it's not. There's no point.
Okay,
Peter
go ahead.
Thiel created unique proprietary fraud detecting algorithms for PayPal. That's why they got bought out for 1.5 billion. They said, what if we can attach those algorithms to the data tracking business to detect when the next terrorist attack is going to happen. So the reason they were unprofitable, or the reason they didn't make money and all that stuff until like 2017 really is when they really started going into the commercial sector, is because for 17 years, the CIA allowed them to not be profitable, just like Facebook didn't make money for 10 years right before they started really making money, because the whole idea was, can you build a really meaningful product that can actually scale? Once they've been able to do that, starting 2016, 2017, they then sectored into the commercial side. And when they got into the commercial side, they realized, the powerful tech they made.
I've never seen that word.
That is used to protect, which is called Gotham, governments all around the world, which is why they're playing a role in the Russia-Ukraine crisis. Literally, Alex Karp, the CEO of Palantir, just visited Ukraine. Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of that country, and they took pictures together, is because they have this proprietary technology that is fundamentally differentiated. It's why
they divided into sectors.
This is really important when you're going to say Palantir is a stupid bullshit company.
They
are using Palantir's technology to make their time to value in terms of data-driven decision-making much, much more efficient and faster. They were not profitable, and they're still not profitable, but apology is, do you know what digital twins are? And you said no. That means you know nothing about the company, respectfully. And if you know nothing about the company, it's like, Tesla people in 2017 saying they don't know what LiDAR is, or they don't know what Wright's Law is, or they don't know what lithium is. Like, if you don't know these things, then you might be missing out on an upcoming bull run for a company based upon differentiated technologies. So my point is, you can shit on the stock all you want. I think every stock is down. But the idea that...
All right. I think that covers, Andrew, your request. I know there's a part 2, so if you guys are curious, you can check out the part 2. But yeah, my gosh, I don't know. Like, I know that Amit guy, he's like really bullish on Palantir. So, bruh, and then Neon Galaxies goes. So yeah. He just wasted his precious air. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So, how do you feel about it, Cole?
Well, my main issue with Amit is that he doesn't even know the basic facts of what caused 9/11.
Oh, don't talk like Fuhat. You ain't Fuhat. Yeah, I love Fuhat.
Well, if you don't even know the basic facts of why Palantir got created from 9/11, that was the only thing I took from the videos. I love the part where they're talking about 9/11.
Echoes, can you fill us in on the context here now that you're back?
It had something to do with 9/11.
Yeah, like what happened? Wait, Neon, what did he say? Neon, you gotta tell me. Neon Galaxies, you have to tell me. What did he say? That is hilarious. Anyways, yeah, let me in on voice chat. Okay, so Cole, bring in the boy. Bring in the boy. All right, my Palantir isn't down as my GE, to be fair. You bought GE? P. Morton? All right, so let's take a look while we're waiting on where is Palantir at. So PLTR.
From above, welcome to the Capital Mindset Live Show.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, you guys are freaking G's for playing that. I'm mad that the minute I leave to edit a video, I come back and you guys are playing that. But the context of it is Amit randomly joined my live stream last week, and he was just typing in the chat. And Amit actually started it because, right?
Hold up.
Yeah, Palantir would have stopped 9/11.
Wait, Echoes, by the way, we can't hear you. It broke off. I love your commentary, Cole. That was funny. That was very funny. Just all of a sudden.
Died. He's back. But
How are we looking now?
Now we're sounding. So we heard Amit started it.
No, who was going after who first? Who do you think started it? Like,
it seems like he starts everything.
No, okay, like look, Fuhat looked pissed. He looked pissed at him. Okay, so.
Right, but when you were playing the video, because I saw it, you said somebody, I can't remember who started it, but whoever you said started it was the opposite person. I think it was Amit that started it.
That's what I'm saying. I thought Amit started because he started questioning, like he started asking Fuhat like how much his rent is, and how much how much he pays for that rent. Does he live with his parents? Like that's where he was bringing the argument. And
okay, perfect.
Just real quick, Austin was told that he can get a free tour of the group.
Oh my gosh, get a free tour of the group. Find everything. No, I'm kidding. All right, so Amit did
okay,
start
my bad. I had a brain fart. Okay, so Foot had actually started it. That's right. So
Foot had started.
Foot had started coming after Amit because Amit was somehow it came up that Amit is 24 and lives with his parents. I think what happened was, if I remember correctly, Amit randomly got in the chat and everybody just literally just went after him. I did not expect that. Like the entire chat just started going after him, and he basically just said, like somebody asked, like, do you live with your parents? Amit said yes, and then Foot had just started hammering him for it. So Foothat was already in the stream when this happened. And then Amit decided to join, so I let him in, and then they just went at it. But Fuhat actually started that.
Julia says that Fuhat could pull Melanie King.
He definitely could. Fuhat is the GOAT. He has the confidence. His confidence is like off the scale.
So well, who is this Amit guy, really?
Okay, let's talk about Amit. So me and Amit were actually going to do a debate, but we ended up not doing it. But basically, Strongman did it like a live stream with Amit already. But basically, he's this super hype Tom Nash Jr. Palantir guy. That's literally what he is. He's best friends with Tom Nash, like literally best friends. He does a podcast with Tom Nash. He's a super crazy Palantir mega bull. Literally every video he makes is about Palantir, and I'm not even joking. His entire channel is just Palantir. No joke. Like, no joke.
And Spotify.
I've never heard him talk about anything but Palantir. And I actually watch him, man, because me and him are actually cool. He's actually cool. You know what? I don't think he's a grifter. I just strongly disagree with his investing philosophy, but that's what he believes. Like, him and I debated on his live stream. I was in his chat one day, and him and I went back and forth, and I tried to talk some sense into him, but he's far gone, dude. You can't fix that.
So he
has to get crushed to learn the hard way.
So he's a perma bull on not Tesla, sorry, Palantir.
Yes, like ridiculous. But Full Head actually, I think Full Head actually won that debate. Even though Full Head was funny and stuff, I actually thought Full Head actually asked some good questions. Like Full Head was like, "How do you value it? Like, it's a secretive freaking government company or whatever it is." He's like, "How do you value that?" And Amit could not answer the question. And then Full Head asked him, "Have you ever read a finance book?" And that was actually a great question because when I really think about it, has Chris Sain or Larry Jones or any of those grifters ever read a finance book? Probably not.
They read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay, well, right, exactly.
Oh my,
exactly. Like they've never read any Like I actually think that was a wonderful question by Full Head because I think it's actually very true.
Is Amit doing something right now? Like I saw something with Tom Nash or something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're literally best friends. He has a podcast with him.
He's a podcast with him.
Yeah, I can find it.
Hello, everybody.
Launch a startup.
Yeah, that's true. He did launch a startup, and I never knew what it was, but somebody did a video like breaking it down. I think it was Tom Nash. He has like some audio startup. It's like something like that.
Something
audio regarding
startup?
Like audio, like something where you could put like your music or I think it's your podcast. Something where you could put your matter of fact, I'll send you the video. It says why Tom Nash invested $25,000 in my startup. I think
that's not much startup money, but
yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's
but,
good.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for freaking YouTubers.
Is he trying to crowdfund? What is he doing?
From what I understand, yeah, but it's like a bunch of YouTubers that are like doing it, you know?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
the startup money is he's trying to buy Joe Rogan.
There's another guy that donated to him too. There's a guy named Ticker Symbol U, which is another Palantir guy. He donated to Amit's thing too.
So he
300,000 total is pretty good for. Well,
the fuck? What is this?
Sorry, I'm not even looking at the YouTube. Hold on, I'm trying to send you the link.
Okay, there's like we're already on like a crowdfunding website.
I forgot what it
Raising
is.
A $5 million valuation.
It's a $5 million valuation.
Yeah, that was insane. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I did see that. I did see that.
$5 million.
Are they pre?
Oh, you guys found it. Oh, you guys are good at your research. You guys found it. Yeah, that's it. It's like some audio thing he's doing. Something about audio. Like something about like podcast or something.
But it's just an idea. Like they don't even have anything, right?
No, it's pre-revenue.
Well, yeah, I don't think
is it pre? Like, have they built something? Can I go listen to it right now?
Somebody says seems like a grifter. What do you guys think? I don't think he's a grifter for that. I don't think he's a grifter for asking people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want to make a startup and somebody wants to invest in it, I honestly don't think that's a grift.
How much is he paying himself?
Yeah, that actually would be a good question. If I remember correctly, Fabio, I think he's not paying himself anything.
All right, I mean, like, if it is actually, like, some random company that you're willing to pay for and he's not paying himself anything, like, I mean, why not? But, like, I don't really see it. Over the next 3... I mean, okay, that's just, like, standard vomit on the screen.
So how much equity is he? He's given up like 7% at the moment.
I don't know. Wait, did you see that? I was looking for that.
Well, it says that, I mean, they're raising it at a $5 million valuation, so that would, I guess, he's giving away at 300,000. He's giving away 7%.
No, but that's not. I don't think that's the limit. Regular. Okay, I don't know what the goal was.
He has a few videos where he talks about it. We just have to watch them. I think we could get more in depth of what it is if you could watch the videos, because he actually really talks about it.
Yeah, like, this is. I mean, like, is he not able to get funding outside of this? Because that's that can be telling.
To be honest, probably not. I highly doubt he has funding outside of this. Highly doubt it. Not even gonna lie to you.
No, because you usually go on these websites because you're not of the quality that other entities would want to invest in.
Yeah, I don't know what a future equity agreement is.
What website are you talking about?
Oh, I'm on the website right now where he's crowdfunding.
Oh, okay.
So he's
y'all know what a future equity agreement is?
Let me go back to the.
Tell us, Cole.
No, that's what I was asking y'all. I hadn't heard of it.
Well, future equity agreement, like if you see it here, written here somewhere. Oh,
Yeah,
there it is.
Under where it says invest. Under.
Yeah, it gives you the right. It says right there. It gives you the right to future shares in the company.
Your face
if you
is in the
invest.
way.
Oh. Okay, sorry. Can you see it now?
Gives you the right to future shares in the company. If you invest, you're betting the company will be worth more than $5 million. So do you not? You don't get any equity until it reaches a $5 million valuation.
I think so. I think at that point it's weird. Okay, so a future equity is safe, gives you the right to the future shares in the company. If you invest, you're betting that the company will be worth more than $5 million eventually. Yeah, and then they give you to learn more about safes. But yeah, it's like
if you funded like $1 million right now, then would you get 20% if it hits that? Or
I would think so, because I don't know what the valuation cap. Let's
get a mid on right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's safe.
I can message him, but he probably won't do that. He probably won't do it.
It's midnight.
He's definitely up.
Oh, a mitt. So this so he has 50K right now. He's asking for. I don't know what it's like. I don't know how to navigate this website, to be honest. Because usually sometimes these websites have like what the goal is or whatever.
How did you even find the website? Is it like on his YouTube?
Yeah, it's on the links on his YouTube.
I should have done more research. I didn't even.
But you're not getting shares right now, at the present moment in time.
Let me go look. Oh, he just made a video 12 hours ago. Why this Spotify premium user is investing in my startup? I'm not gonna lie, that guy looks like a subscriber.
Wait, what are his qualifications? He pays $10 a month for Spotify?
Yeah. Basically, why this Spotify premium user is investing in my startup.
I mean, that's like if I was crowdfunding like a video sharing platform.
This is all vomit.
Like why this
Yeah,
YouTube watcher wants to.
A lot of the stuff written on this website is vomit anyway. It's just like standard brilliant bullshit that you don't really even care about. Runway midterm expenses. So what is this over the last 3 months? Yeah, it's like vomit. It's like, okay, you're just basically saying nothing. Risks. Disclosures, basically.
The fact that he has it in the link for his videos tells me that he's definitely got subscribers that probably put money in it.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know he had the link in his description. Yeah, okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
Do we know who Amin Nabi is?
No, it's just some. So right now this is the actual stock that they have. So this part's not the cringe part. This future equity part's not cringe. What's cringe is the fact that the company itself, like this valuation cap. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a big ask. Right now they own 50-50 between this guy. So this guy's actually like let's see here. Oh, that's him. Software entrepreneur and senior software consultant. We're like, why are we looking into this right now? Okay, so he's got
control of the mouse.
I'm in control of the mouse. Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, get out.
Well, look, all I can say is that guy looks pretty smart. He's got some.
He's got glasses.
I wonder if he has a college degree. I don't remember if he does.
Amit must have a college degree.
Yeah, because Amit has huge glasses.
Oh,
yeah, it just says glasses. International. If you look at the other guy compared to him, it just says international public speaking champion.
All right, here he's got an education at business management. Oof.
At Rutgers.
Sorry.
And that's for Amit you're looking at?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm looking at the website. I'm not even, okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so here we are. That's the
What's Rutgers Mascot like that? Are they the Scarlet Knights?
I thought he graduated in like computer science or something.
No, he graduated in YouTube.
He gave me the impression like he graduated in computer science or something like that. I'm so confused. Guys, chat, help me out here. Does this guy does he know how to program?
Oh,
yeah. Didn't Fuhat say?
Hold on, who are you talking about? Amit? No, I don't think Amit does.
Amit doesn't know how to program? I
don't think so. I'm taking the educated guess on somebody who's been watching. I highly doubt it, but maybe. I think that's what the other guy is for, actually. whatever the other guy's name is, isn't that his job? I highly doubt Amit knows how to program. Highly doubt it.
Yeah, you have one person's a coder and one person's a visionary.
Yeah, I think that's what you got going on here. That's really what I think. I highly doubt Amit knows how to code. Okay, I need to go on YouTube. Fabio got quiet. I mean, something's happening.
That's a bad picture of Tom Nash. I just think it's like it's too serious.
No, that's
No, I just want to know because I don't know. I had the impression for some reason that he was a programmer or something. I only saw like a business degree.
Who, Amit? No,
Yeah.
like I said, I highly doubt it, bro. I highly doubt it.
Man, Fabio, you're like my YouTube videos.
What do you mean?
You sure get a lot of impressions.
Where's my impressions?
Well, you said you got the impression that he was a.
Oh, that's good. Tom Nash used to have YouTube marketing type jobs on his LinkedIn. Oh, he did? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. That's his past. That's really what he used to do.
Oh,
yeah.
apparently, by the way, I guess shout out to the dog food guy. Just won't say your name out loud, but he apparently has his real name. He's gone through it.
Yeah, that's what he claims. But we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm interested in if he's going to be bold enough to put that video out, if he really has it.
Did you upload tonight?
No, he stopped uploading once the Me Kevin situation died down, which was very predictable.
Well, he has live streams, and they get less people live than mine. And I am a tiny little channel compared to him.
That's the same thing I said. Yeah, that's the same thing I said.
Channel.
He gets less live viewers than all of us. It's really sad.
Yeah. Oh, Kingdom of Finance. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It is. They are one and the same person. So
To be fair,
hot man.
if Dog Food Guy had me on voice, I bet he'd get like 100 viewers.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So wait, does no one know if Amit has experience in whatchamacallit?
I'm telling you, I highly doubt it, bro.
Why are you so hung up on that part?
Because he's running a software business, right?
Yeah.
And he's super bullish on Palantir because it has the best software.
Yeah.
I thought he was a software guy that is trying out investing and doesn't know much about finance or accounting or anything like that, and that's what was causing the discrepancy. But then I'm going on to his LinkedIn, and I see that he studied business management. He could be a programmer. Anyone can learn how to program. You don't have to study programming, but
that's true. But I highly doubt it. And think about it like this, Fabio. I feel like if he had that skill, he'd probably put it there. He'd probably show that, say that in his little bio. You know his little bio where he says YouTuber and all this other stuff.
Here, I'm on it right now. About startup.
Oh, not even there. Just on the website. If you go on the actual website, I feel like he would mention that.
Oh, this?
Go back to the website, the little audio. Go scroll down.
Oh,
yeah,
scroll to where it says team.
Team?
Yeah, just scroll down to where it says team. It should be towards the bottom.
Why am I stupid? Oh, there's a lead investor here. Team.
Where are
no.
you at?
I am all the way down
Go
at
to
the bottom.
the homepage or something.
Yeah, Fabio, I don't want to be telling tales out of school or anything, but Amit told me that arrays start counting at 1. So, take that how you will.
A what? Oh, wait, I have to go to overview. Sorry.
Arrays start counting at 0 or 1, and he said 1.
Hey, hold on. Where are you at?
No, now I'm at it right here. So here we go. International public speaking champion. Was top 7th debater in the U.S., top 3 in Europe. Previously funded a communication consulting firm. Worked with corporate clients, TEDx speakers, YouTube, 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but scroll down even further. He's got a little bit of a longer bio, but even that's fine. The bottom line is you would think that if he had that experience, he'd put that in there, and he doesn't. So that kind of tells you. I highly doubt it. Yeah, keep going. You're almost there. Keep scrolling down.
I'm sure most people know, but just in case.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, okay. There's a delay. There's a delay between us. That's so.
If you want to be a TED speaker, that's super hard to do. But a TEDx speaker has no requirements, so that's not even an accomplishment.
By the way, are you actually that's a serious question. Are you able to just go volunteer at a public high school? Oh, my wife's asking, are you hungry? I'm like, yes, I am hungry. Feed me,
Yeah,
please.
because Fabio told me that he wants to go teach at the local high schools, and he's not even going to take a salary.
No, no. But yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna work there. No. I think it'd be. But no, I don't have the time.
My company's hiring janitors, Fabio.
Your company's hiring janitors?
Yeah, with bonuses.
With bonuses? What kind of bonuses, though?
Depends on how good you are with the mop.
Fuck yeah.
This all sounds really sexual.
Oh my god. All right, let's. Okay, I'm checking Discord. Someone said check Discord. Where? What? Oh, here we go. You found something. Oh gosh, it takes me right there. What is this?
Story while building this company that can get the people to love not only what we're building, but to love the process and the story of the person who's building it. And I think
what is
that
this? What am I supposed to see
most
here?
Meaningful, fulfilling thing I can do for anyone can do.
It says it's unlisted. How'd you even find this?
Is share your story.
The story to
genuinely resonate.
The capital mindset community is full of very interesting researchers.
I always wanted to be the next Michael.
Yeah, they really are.
Wanted
This
to
is
be
great.
The world's biggest pop star for a very long time.
Somebody in Capital Mindset.
The story starts with I really wanted to be the next Michael Jackson. I went so far as performing Billie Jean.
If you want someone's social security number, you could probably find it on my Discord. Just kidding, government. Just kidding. But like
not kidding.
But like, yeah.
At a talent show.
The chat is actually bringing up a good point.
I know,
he says he's like a top debater or whatever, but Fuhead actually did crush him. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
No, I was on debate team. I actually did compete competitively. I don't know if he necessarily did, but because, for example, when he started bringing up personal stuff, that would deduct points in a debate. You would lose the debate. So either he was probably like, I don't know what role he played or what he was on the team. Maybe he went on with the team that went on to compete.
He was an alternate.
Yeah, exactly. Because
he was an alternate. He just
no, because you would 100% lose the debate right there. The judge would not tolerate that.
If I was looking to angel invest in a new startup, and the CEO led with I used to be in the debate team, I would leave.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. And saying you're a YouTuber with 12,000 subscribers, I'd probably leave too.
You will never, ever see that on my LinkedIn. I will never put that on my LinkedIn as something.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't put that. Yeah, I wouldn't put that on my LinkedIn either. Like, why would you put that?
Oh.
Like, I mean, YouTube's cool, but in the professional world, nobody really cares. Like it's kind of a knock. That's kind of what I said about me, Kevin, running for governor. I'm like, dude, nobody cares about the YouTube thing. This is a different area, my guy.
It's all about the technique, P. Morton. It's all about the technique. Seen I should come up with a new movie but it's like Karate Kid, but it's not like I'm old when I'm like 70 years old and I train someone with a mop and like they don't know this, but they're learning how to defend themselves while simultaneously day trade. So they just like pick up a computer. Yeah, they just pick up a computer and they just start day trading. They're like, whoa. So that's what the movement was with
Fabio, this is 100% serious. You know what I feel like you would enjoy? You probably won't have time for it. I feel like you would enjoy the Big Brother program.
Big Brother program? Oh, no, you know it's the biggest show in Brazil, right?
What? No, not the show.
Oh, gosh darn it. What do you mean?
Like there's kids and they just need like a father figure or something, and you go pick them up and you hang out with them for a day and then you bring them back.
Oh yeah, I'd do that. I mean,
I don't know if they're like orphans necessarily, but
well, are they like trouble to the point where they're violent and dangerous?
They're not violent. They just need they just need someone, you know.
What is it called? Let me give it a shout out here. I want to be very careful when I type this because we don't know what kind of websites we could end up on.
Yeah, I think it's just probably Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America. I think is like the main.
Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America, and it's like completely free, right? Like they're not paying for this, right? Because I wouldn't agree. With
I mean, it's a nonprofit, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. All right, so I'll teach them. I'll take them with me to see the Fabuloso warehouse.
All right, I think I've served my purpose here. Good night, fellas.
All right, good night. You have a good one.
Yeah. All right, see y'all.
See ya.
And it was just 2 hours ago when Fabio said this is gonna be a short stream.
Yeah. Calvin Mindset, you have everything money in here? We do? No way. No way. All right, so
Seth. What up, bro?
I never know if they're fake ones or not. Okay, so the Big Brother program, I would totally do this. What'd you say, Cole?
No, that's Seth.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. So being a big brother, big sister. Oh, let me bring it up. So this is actually apparently the program, and this is actually if anyone else is interested in doing this. I mean, I think it's pretty cool to do that. So big brother, big sister is one of the most enjoyable, fulfilling things you can ever do. You can help it shape a child's future. So what? You just drive them around. You take them to work with you. You take them to work? Like, how does that work?
I didn't think.
Pun intended.
Normally in TV shows they just like go to the park or something.
Go to the park. Okay, but
yeah, you're like, hey, here's a you want to kick a can down the sidewalk? You know?
Well, isn't the purpose to like motivate them in some capacity because they have some sort of troubles?
Well, I'm sure it explains it on the website.
Okay, because I'm going to a park seems like kind of a waste. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna take you to the park. Here, swing on the swing set. Wow,
yeah, Fabio doesn't do stuff that poor people do.
No, that's not at all. That's not at all. Cole, you just turn things into like. It was funny. It was funny, but
go to About Us at the top, I guess.
What is this? Enroll a child. That just sounds so weird. Enroll a child. Wait, go to the About Us. All right. We're just turning into some nonprofit. This is our sponsor, by the way. So go check out our sponsor. Discount code. Well, there's no discount code, but
yeah, you pick up your little brother or little sister, and they can't get 1% day trading, so you just start beating them.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Oh gosh. All right. So since 1904.
On your own show. He says, "Who's Fabio?"
Oh, just you got to watch the commercial. I can't believe it's not butter. That's who Fabio is. Let me actually pull it up. I can't.
It was like what like the Fabio, the famous Fabio was on a butter commercial.
Oh yeah. Always when I was younger, because in United States, I guess this was very famous for a certain generation.
I'm older than you.
You're older than you are older than me, but just barely.
Remember the love they shared for butter, but cholesterol took away their passion until.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter. The taste you love without the cholesterol.
What a work of art.
It's like that guy caused it. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much
so bizarre that's a commercial. What does Fabio have to do with butter?
Well, I guess because they wanted to embody something healthy, and Fabio was a model back then, so he's a former model, I guess now. How old is he? He still doesn't look like he's even aged.
I would guess he's like 60. He's been famous for so long.
Yeah, no, it's something crazy.
He's born. Yeah, he's 63. Yeah.
He's 63 years old.
Yeah, no, I mean he could pass for like 45.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, he's got the genetics. I wish like
he's born in Italy.
I age the same way. Yeah, so just checking out. Okay, so kind of concluding on this Amit guy. So basically, because I had the impression he was a software developer, because that's why I thought like where the bullishness from Palantir came from, but I guess not. And so
just to talk about your aging real quick. A lot of people don't know that you're 73 years old, Fabio.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I'm also 73 years old. Yeah.
That's because you use. You said every morning you use lotion, and that was your whole secret.
But what kind of lotion? Is it Walmart brand lotion?
That was.
It was what?
I said it wasn't a dick joke. It was actual on your face.
No, I know. I was saying what brand lotion? Walmart, Target.
What's the CeraVe?
Yeah. CeraVe. Okay. I see. All right, so that closes off this topic. I'm pretty much gonna finish talking about this. All right, just closing off. So I'm gonna actually put this to the side because I'll actually see this in more detail afterwards. Got to tell you, man, my brain is like absolutely dead from the program. Oh.
Like, wait, what is this about racism has no home here? Is this the Big Brother thing, or is this something else?
Where is that? Where are you seeing that?
It's what I see on stream right now.
Racism has no home here. Where are you seeing it? Who said it?
Reimagining real estate, and then underneath it says racism has no.
Wait, what? What does this have to do with anything?
Those thing?
Yeah, this is Zillow Group. Wait, what? This is so randomly posted here.
Look, I'm glad they took a bold stand.
I'm glad they say it. Okay, like just saying that. Okay, racism has no home.
Norland of
Oh, by the way, I see the comments better when someone says at Capital Mindset. So, okay, it's Capital Mindset. Can you react to Jeremy's new vid? What is Jeremy's new video? Did you see this already, Cole?
It's when he's shirtless. It's like 30 minutes.
He's shirtless?
Well, just in the thumbnail.
Okay, so financial education. Let's check
I saw
this.
somebody freaking out about it, but I didn't watch it.
Oh, he's shirtless. Wait.
And
Play.
guess what?
Okay, so what? This is a 30-minute video. We're not watching this whole thing. All right,
so we will watch the first 5 minutes at 4x speed.
I just skipped. Okay, so I skipped to like 2 minutes. What is going on here? Okay, so he's looking at Elf on the Shelf. Okay, so Elf on the Shelf. Let's take a look at this company. So Elf on the Shelf.
Elf on the Shelf.
That's what he calls it, right?
Yeah.
Elf on the Shelf. So this is a beauty product. We've actually talked about this because my wife, she's had mixed opinions about this. I mean, it's a very good cheap alternative to makeup. On a preliminary note, I'm actually in your way, but well, sorry. Let me click on me.
Do you know why Jeremy invested in Elf makeup?
Please tell me why.
He said he tried it and tasted better than Tattooed Chef.
Oh, okay. Well. Don't do that, anyone. So let's take a look at the P ratio. P ratio is 69.59, but that's just the very surface level right there. I just think it's kind of, I don't know, the suspect
P
that
ratio was 420.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So he actually, I think he bought it, or what he's saying, he bought it around here. And so the obvious, I guess, thesis was that I think it was some influencer was being pretty well working with the brand and thus basically propelling it forward in what is known today. So before it was pretty much down the toilet. Everyone was kind of looking at Elf as like that's the drugstore brand quality makeup. But yeah, I mean, you can look at Estee Lauder as like the more premium one, but just because it went up today doesn't mean today it's actually a good investment. But he's done well.
400%. Like he's doing really well on it.
Yeah, that's why I want to see. Where did I put it? Here we go. So I think he's up like 300 something percent. Yeah, like he had it right here, and I skipped over it.
Over the last few years.
He's up 395.61%, but obviously what matters here is allocation. So you need to actually worry about what the allocation is, because if your allocation wasn't very high in the first place, it could have been a great winner. Good for you, but relative to the rest of your portfolio, how are your losers compared to that? So that's just my only commentary. But no, it's done well objectively. There was at one point where I think the stock price did actually trail back down. I think it hit a low of what? 21.25.
Like $7 maybe?
No, I'm talking about here in 2022. I know there's a delay from what you're seeing. So the low point over here was around $8-ish around there. So kind of taking over to here, right back to here. So kind of react to this. I don't know exactly what you guys want me to react to. I think it's basically maybe the title. And it was bruh. I know that Neon Galaxies also requested this, but specifically, what do you got? What part do you guys want me to react to?
Yeah, I said it. I want all the smoke today.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I think it's because maybe his stocks were up. Or his stocks up. I know one of his. Well, this one hasn't moved with the rest of the market. Yeah, it's still around the same. Aftermarket. I mean, it's up 3.2. Let's see here. Yeah, but okay, so he's basically saying this is a new Tesla stock, pedal to the metal revenue story. So it's a typical revenue story. Revenue is growing fast, margin story. Okay, we talked about it back then, how it didn't make sense. It would have to be extreme, the change. Industry-leading margins will come, unstoppable brand. I mean, sure, why not? Why not? I don't know. Jeremy's, okay, so he's giving us more color. Bruh is saying, thesis was that it uses makeup and likes it. Oh, he uses the makeup and likes it. Yeah.
I remember. Jeremy was buying some elf makeup at the store, and the cashier said, "Do you need a bag?" And Jeremy said, "No, she's not that ugly."
Gosh darn it, Cole. That's oh my god. Oh, okay. I mean, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, so let's see. What else does he really talk about? Continued active growth. Is it still about customers? Second quarter total active customers. Gross margins 59.5, 55.9. Sorry. Who's he talking about here? Because now he's talking about a different company. Oh, this is Revolve. Okay, so Revolve is a company that's where my wife shops a lot. She used to invest in Revolve, and so she did well, but I never invest in Revolve. I don't understand it. So my wife does shop from Revolve a decent amount. She's actually bought one product from The Real recently, and so far she's having a good experience, but that's so let's see here. This was another one that he did pretty good on, I can see. So he's still held on to it. I think Revolve's actually on a downward trend right now, but
Chat seems slightly confused. I just want to explain to everyone. The only reason the title says "Tattooed Chef is the new Tesla" is so you would get clicks. That's the extent
obviously. I mean, that's actually how. Wait, there's something. So there's a discrepancy. So he filmed this video when? He filmed this video, or he posted it on August 4th, but he filmed this before.
Well, he posted it live, so it was from like 4 days ago.
Oh my God. So, all right. So let's see that 13.77% down in one day. So he did film that earlier, but yeah, this is what you're talking about, Kingdom of Finance, that it looks cheaper. Check out Revolve. Yeah, it might look attractive now. I mean, I'll check it out. I'd have to do, a video on it and stuff like that if I have time. Because again, this program's nuts. I think even after this, I still have to do some more of it, but before I go to bed. All right, so 68.98% down from all-time highs. I mean, on a preliminary look. Last time I checked, which is a long time ago, they're pretty well capitalized. All right, let's see if anyone's asking anything. Okay, there's a conversation going on about trolling and stuff.
We like to troll. It's called we do a little trolling.
Well, okay, wait, I'm trying to catch up to the chat real quick because I don't want to just have our own conversation by ourselves. Echoes, who cares? You heard above it. Oh, are you guys okay? So. Let's see.
Dude, Seth, if you are still here, dude, sick beard. I wanted to give you a genuine compliment.
Yeah, absolutely. The beard is really sick. Seth, Neon, not catching it. I'm just trying to catch up. So people are all talking to Seth here. Okay, that's the blonde guy. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then people are saying, talks about Tesla, the same thing. Okay, that's Brud talking to us. My beard is better. All right, so Capital Mindset compares CCS to Tesla throughout. Yeah, so you already addressed that. Seth wanted to join the call if Capital Mindset call. Yeah, he's more than welcome to come on, actually. Because like I said, they're more than welcome to share their side of the story. I mean, I assume that Seth's on here for pretty much the same reason. Or maybe not that, maybe just to see what's up. But yeah, you're more than welcome. We're never going to be rude.
Seth would have to download Discord since he uses his own. Is there a name for that?
No, he probably has Discord. He probably 100% has Discord.
Did they build their own?
Love Sims? No, I would never say that. And that I'm in the military. Never been in the military. Of course not. I don't know. I guess like the crew that I'm with sometimes, they're like a lot of them were in the military. But no, I've never served. Never had the pleasure.
We're the only two people.
Yeah, we're the only two people. Yeah.
I mean, now I guess
that says something. We should have totally done it.
We should film a video where we and it's gonna get like 1 million views. And
so
you just title it like "I joined the military for 24 hours."
So if you have a Discord, how would we do that? Cole, can you help me out here?
Yeah, if somebody would just I don't know if it'll let me post a link, but if we can just.
Or I don't know if he meant by "I'm here" as in I'll stick in the chat and then he just talks from the chat, or if he's like saying that I'm here as a saying give it to me. Just a clarification, Seth.
He might have meant "I'm here" thanks for the beard compliment. Yeah.
Oh, that's another way of interpreting the same thing, I guess. All right, so let's see
so
this.
That is, well, it's not really a hyperlink. I think only maybe you or a mod can hyperlink it.
Here, comment something and I'll instantaneously make you it.
What?
Comment anything in the chat. I just need to see your comment from you. Oh, there you go. And I'm going to put you in timeout. Just kidding. Here you go. Now you can do it.
Let me link stuff.
Says with more jokes, makes no sense.
Oh yeah, it does let me link it.
Yep, as long as you wear that. Oh. All right, let me also say.
What would you do if you just suddenly started seeing all the messages in chat get deleted?
Which ones? Oh, because you deleted all the chats.
But yeah,
well,
Seth,
we can the controversy. I don't know. Like we can talk about it. We're more than willing to talk about it. If it is settled, there'll be nothing else to talk about.
Or we can just talk about pizza. Like I don't care.
You could talk about pizza. That's true. All right, so let's see here. Let's see. Let's see here. Who's this?
Yeah, I'm not a confrontational guy. I would honestly, if we could talk to him about like I'll start it with you, Fabio. I've moved away from pepperoni as I used to as a kid. I would only eat pepperoni as like the main topping. Now more of like a ham or a bacon kind of guy. Well, I mean, still like pig, but you know.
You still like pig?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I used to I thought of pepperoni as the main ingredient on a pizza, but now I do bacon and ham. It's like I prefer that to pepperoni.
Okay. All right. So just sticking to what I was looking at here until that's settled or not settled. Current asset. Okay. There's really nothing that sticks out for me here, if I'm being honest. I mean,
Fabio, what is your favorite pizza topping?
Oh, dude, if I had to get like onion, honestly, like probably onions or like ham or something.
Onions?
Yeah, bro.
Like just cheese and onions?
No. I'm saying with a combination of other things. Like I like a lot of vegetables on the
cheese
pizza.
and one other topping.
Oh, only okay, cheese and one other topping. Well, that's super restrictive. Ooh, well, side comment. I'm not trying to take away. I'll answer your question. But have you ever had Nutella pizza or brigadeiro pizza?
Nutella pizza?
Yeah, Nutella pizza.
I'm sure I've had something similar, not Nutella specifically.
They do it a lot. They do it actually a lot in a lot of Brazilian pizza places. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Give it a shot if you ever get the chance. All right. Anyways,
Brazil,
to answer your question before I forget and I move on, dude, I don't know. Probably some meat, maybe like Canadian bacon or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know.
I think
One is so restrictive.
You invoked like a new fear in me though. Like I'm just picturing a cheese and onion pizza, and that sounds like the worst singular topping possible.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. All right, so let's see. I'm pretty much. I don't know. I don't really know what to talk about with this without actually bringing out the valuation.
Cheesecake Factory?
No. This is Revolve now. I mean, there's some deterioration that I'm seeing here from the company on year-over-year basis. Like when people were shopping from home, it seemed like this company was above everything. Echoes are recording 6 videos a day. Coach football for 2 hours.
Yeah, Seth. Congratulations on the wedding, dude. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Despite good night, Noam. Oh, dude, Noam's probably like, this man has no time. Because he's the one in the program with me. We're absolutely destroyed every day now. All right, let me see what these people are saying here. All right. Anyways, yeah, basically with this company, I don't know. I'd have to do a video on it. Kingdom of Finance. I wouldn't really have anything to say otherwise because it's going to be kind of just all preliminary.
Fabio, if Seth donates $30, will you sign up for the bottom tier of Everything Money right now? Live on stream in front of 50 people?
Live on stream in front of 50 people. I mean, yeah, because, well, no. It has to be with the net of YouTube's take.
Oh,
the net of YouTube's take.
Well, but you are getting the software, so
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, balances out, I guess. All right, so I guess everyone's infatuated with Seth, but if you're too tired, Seth, that's fine. You have the opportunity, obviously, to come on if you so choose. Of course, it seems that you've had a very busy day.
Can I do an ad read for them real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Guys, if you go to everythingmoney.com/store for just $29 per month, you can get access to Everything Money software on both the desktop version and mobile app, access to exclusive content where we record videos on mindset and analyze stocks that are requested from our Everything Money community members. We also do an exclusive live stream each week for the community where we answer any questions you have on stocks, businesses, real estate, and mindset. Once again, that is.
Wait, are you reading this directly from it, or is this some memorized speech?
Do an annual payment, save 5%. Don't miss out, guys.
Okay, you were definitely reading that from a website. There's no way you had that just in your mind.
What gave it away?
Yeah, and just how long it was. I was typing something and I just heard it just like keeps going on and on and on. I was like, what the heck is going on? What's this? Similar shit. Let me see this. All right, someone just messaged me something else unrelated, but let's see this. Capital Mindset, what do you think about the best professional investing software, FactSet, Bloomberg Terminal? Okay, you're just adding all those things into one thing. I mean, okay, if any of you are in university right now, you guys can get experience with the Bloomberg Terminal for pretty much free. Most universities, if not all universities, have it. Julius Caesar pointed out another one. Ticker Terminal is pretty good as far as like a retail version. But yeah. FactSet, I mean, so you're talking about some... I know why you put them all together, but... Financial Fortress, I heard that's a good software. ONG, yeah, Financial Fortress is the best software.
We just had like on top of Seth, we had like Jeremy and Kevin are like, "Hey, what's up?" Like,
it's just, I mean, like it's like a random channel. We're only like a 3,000 subscriber channel over here. I mean, no, well, Cole is
Dog Food Guy. So.
Cole, how many subs do you have?
I have. I mean, there are some bots, but actually, according to, there's a way for me to see how many subs I have without bots. Because I'm still waiting on YouTube to fix that issue. It looks like I have exactly 1,000.
Brian, heck, you're even allowed on. By the way, like on the last live stream, everyone's allowed on. Like if you want to like talk about things, everyone's allowed on. It's a very open platform.
Yeah, well, Fabio,
this is the pastime hobby. This is what YouTube should be. It's fun.
Fabio, what's your famous saying again about your live streams?
I don't know, and I'm scared what you're gonna say.
Look, guys,
I'm terrified what the hell you're going to say.
You can... Okay, let's just move on.
Okay, because I was like, please don't force me to make this private. I want to keep these things public. That's what these are meant for. Will you show us a live replay of your day trade with... Is that for me? Is that for me, Julius? I don't know.
Yes, that's for you. It's a joke.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking, like, is that for me? Are you asking me to do that? Yeah.
Dude, Echo's getting pissed. He's going to record a new video right now. So Seth from Everything Money tried to act like he didn't even know what the controversy was about.
Well, okay, look, like that's what if he comes on, I'll be polite. Like I understand from a business perspective. Of course, they are a very large channel, and it may be absolutely the case that they have no idea, like what the fuck, like 3,000
huge channel.
Cole, please. Cole, please. No, I did not. I did not. So no, it's entirely a very plausible explanation. He could just be on because someone said that. That actually is a plausible explanation. So we have to go for what is probable or improbable, stuff like that. It is not an impossibility whatsoever. But yeah.
I need everyone in this chat to subscribe to Everything Money right now so I can win my Tesla.
I mean, I don't know what the terms and conditions are. I have to actually go out and buy one.
Dude, Echoes, you're losing your mind, dude. There is no way a member of Everything Money reads the comment section of their own channel. I mean, the guy had to coach football today. Come on.
Well, okay, look. So if they read my comments, I did comment because I was actually behind them when they were, going against Jeremy. I was actually pretty proud of them because I had just the minor disagreements with them, And I kept it to the point of just that. And they were the ones with the largest platform, and I was very proud that they were actually using the platform to call out something like Jeremy for Financial Fortress, all right? And then when they stopped it, I was like, I was very disappointed with that, Seth. I mean, if you're Seth, like, again, you can come on, but again, I also can understand that, you're running your business and stuff like that, and this is, again, just a 3,000 subscriber channel. There's no point in really engaging with us at this present moment in time. So I get that too. But, just like if you're hearing me out here, I was fairly disappointed with that. It was, I don't know if that can be echoed by a bunch of other people as well. And yeah, that's just one thing. That's just one thing.
I was disappointed that there's not more shirtless videos of Paul. That's why I subscribed to the channel.
Oh, Brian said something. Oh, okay. No, yeah, because this is pretty open platform. So if you wanted to come on and say something, because there were some people who actually came out and defended Mo, right? And by the way, Seth, I understand it's an awkward position. That, you're friends with Mo, and of course, if you were to come here and talk, it'd be kind of weird, right?
Seth wants you to repeat what you were disappointed with.
Well, I know this is okay. So to repeat one more time, and it's okay if you didn't hear, just the forgiveness, the quick to forgive of Jeremy, right? Because he has a questionable platform of Financial Fortress where he does engage in questionable business practices, and there is some interesting evidence that's come out of that. It's not for me because that's not really Capital Mindset's forte. It's not to really do that, but. Yeah, there's been some interesting stuff to come out of that regarding how people or members of that within the organization, not members as in customers, utilize that organization to take advantage of movements in stock prices while telling people in the community to purchase them. So, yeah. Seth, so I understand this too, but I'm younger, but like I also like, it's a weird term. It's cap. So cap just means lie.
He knows what that is.
He might not. I'm just giving always the benefit of doubt. Seth could be trolling. What?
Fabio, stop capping.
I'm not capping. I like to be diplomatic and polite. Seth is tripping. But yeah. So it just means lie. It's okay. No, because he is a 41-year-old dad. He might not know.
Seth does troll harder than us. I'll give him that.
Yeah, no, I know. It could just be absolute troll. It's gonna be fun. It might not even be Seth. It could be someone else too. I mean, because someone can just take the picture and rename the exact same thing. So because usually it's followed by like or I don't see it. Does it say on YouTube with the check mark?
Well, isn't.
It's not everything money. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. No, that's him. Absolutely him. Go to the channel.
Echoes. Go take like a Epsom salt bath. Like you need.
I was like, ah. He's avoiding the question. Just want context, to be honest. Sends or no?
My phone. I'm gonna have like 20 texts from Echoes calling me soft.
Oh yeah. Loki craving a burger? Oh, sorry. My wife said, please don't read that out loud. Yeah. Investing in coal soft, dude. Not cool. Yeah, joke. Okay. So Kingdom Finance is poking fun at you. All right.
What's up?
He was poking fun at you, Kingdom of Finance.
Dude, I'm just having had a little Michelob Ultra hanging out with my buddy Fabio. I'm not looking to fight people.
Well, to be honest, I'm sort of disappointed in both of you, I guess now, because that's the newer stuff. The newer stuff is kind of brought to my attention, the stuff with the day trading. Like I said in the video, absolutely. If you guys just got rid of the day trading and the Paul shorts, or there's a caveat, there's an asterisk to this. So if you show the audited proof that, for example, Mo has generated the results that he has using his methods, then absolutely, I actually wouldn't even have a criticism on that. You could sell whatever you want. Then at that point, people, absolutely would just, they're just doing it wrong, I guess. But that's basically the disappointment. Because Seth, I always thought, like you were the. I actually use this wording a lot, and I think I commented that I thought you were the wholesome one. So that's like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. But again, but for the all intents and purposes, I am like a micro channel, so to speak. 3,000, I think, is still a micro channel. But this is the fun part. All right, so Seth basically said your channel is trash. It won't prosper. Oh yeah, that was to. Okay, so Seth, that was actually pretty not cool about Cole. Cole tries, and he's improving a lot. He's growing. No, I'm saying you put effort in your videos.
You're supposed to say I succeed.
Oh no, yeah, you succeed. Your newest content is way better. I'm saying, like, okay, so have you been in the chat? This disappointment you speak of is present there. Go look. Oh, I have not been in the chat because I'm not. What chat are you referring to? What chat are you referring to? It was maybe I'm just.
The Everything Money private chat. I would have.
Oh well, Seth, come on. That's tongue in cheek, okay? Like obviously I'm not in the chat. If that's what you mean, obviously I'm not in the chat. You're saying Oh, that's a sales pitch. That's a sales pitch. He's like, hey, go check. He's subscribe and go check. Oh, the day trading chat. Well, yeah, I'm not subscribed to the day trading chat, so. I know he's okay. Yeah,
straight up blue hatting right now.
No, it's blue. That's a funny way of saying it. No, echoes. I know it, but that's like the fun. We're having a fun conversation now. But yeah. So the day trading chat. So it is the one. Yeah. Okay, that is a sales pitch. You see, so it's like in order to find out, we have to actually get into the chat.
Wait. You're telling me that for just an extra $50 a month compared to the lower Everything Money tier I talked about earlier, I can also get access to Mo's bid and ask day trading course?
Maybe we're gonna make it happen.
Guys, if you sign up within the next 30 minutes to Mo's bid and ask program, there's no special, but you can make 1% tomorrow. So,
well, Seth, obviously we're joking about, we know you're not selling, but okay. So what you're saying is it's a concern that other people have had. This would be much better vocally, but I understand if you just want to keep it in the chat. So, it's a concern that people have been voicing out in the chat.
I think you said that in the private chat, that in the day trading chat, people have been happy with what they're getting for their money.
He's saying that?
That's what I read.
Oh, I didn't read it that way. I thought people are, yeah. Okay, so that can be your point of view, I guess. But there are, okay, so I mean, it's better obviously vocally because we're just going to be talking back and forth, and it's going to be a delay, obviously, and you're going to be typing your answer, and I think you only get 200 characters, so it's not even good for you to make your argument there.
While we wait for him to respond, can you just pull up, because I'm tired of this background you have on screen, can you pull up the Little Caesars menu?
Little Caesars. Cole, you're not... we're going to pull up Palantir stock price.
Palantir stock?
Palantir stock price.
Chart.
Or we'll be like, last live stream where we just have Vu on for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Vu on in the background.
Sick Vu beats to chill and study to. I do not have any minions in that. That is other people's minions who get to me.
It's not a point of view. Join and look. I mean, look. Like this is the. I don't know if you heeded the invitation, so to speak, or maybe you just came on here just so to speak. But I said that you can present your side of the story, and I'm willing to hear your side of the story, and I will present your side of the story, just like how I will do right now. Everything you say, I will highlight and show to the audience, so the audience can see it as well. So you're saying, but from it's not a point of view. Join and look. It's all there. Cole's minions are there reporting. So Cole, get your minions out of there.
If I could be the star of the next Despicable Me movie and have a bunch of Cole's minions, I would be so excited.
Yeah. Okay, so how do we know that? We need to go in there, right? So can we see like your perspective on it? Because there are people, I guess, who can definitely get us that. Absolutely. And there are people who actually would want to defend Everything Money. I know.
If
they try to come on
by Monday, if by Monday there's an Everything Money tier for $10,000 called Cole's Minions, I will delete my Everything Money video from my channel.
This is all dependent on Cole. If he make sure he doesn't crack a mad joke. There's only 2 live streams I had to private, and it's because Cole. Well, no. Sorry. One of them was Cole. One of them was Cole. The other one was Nate. The other one was not Cole. The other one was Nate. I'll be fair.
Wait. I thought the other one was.
By the way, I didn't know this. I didn't know that was a thing. So Love Sims, I had no idea. I'm just kind of finding out about the Emit guy kind of just now. So. No.
You know, I've never actually seen any of the Despicable Me movies.
Don't worry,
so I couldn't
I'm
do
not.
a Groove voice.
Cole definitely now is going to behave.
Is Miranda Cosgrove in Despicable Me? Doesn't she play like the oldest girl?
Dude, I don't know. I'm uncultured.
Google that right now. Pull up. Go on Google Images and search Despicable Me and have that be your background.
Oh my gosh. Where is it? Did you know about what the younglings were doing with the new movie?
Yeah, I know what you were up to.
Yeah,
For those
exactly.
that didn't hear, Fabio like dressed up in a suit and like went to the new Despicable Me movie and he started throwing bananas at the screen.
What the fuck is this? Yeah, this is Cole's humor. I don't know. Oh, trying to join won't let me in. Where are you trying to join? Is it on my end that I can see it? Or Cole, you're supposed to be in charge of this.
Well, no, I just sent him the link.
All right, send the link again.
I mean, don't you have some kind of like
Wait, wait. What did you send him exactly? I don't even know what you sent him.
It was a link to get into general discussions.
Oh, here, responses. So oh, wait, is your account Slim Really Shade? Like, that's your name. That's not your Discord thing, so it's not like doxing you. But is that your like name? Because I think someone messaged me. Is that you?
Can mods pin things? Because I don't see a pin button. Somebody asked me to pin the link. I don't think
If that's you, then I can just add you to this call because we're not in that Discord.
I'm about to add some random person.
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure it's him. Nope, my real name. Okay, so I didn't see him in the link. Cole, is there no way for you to send him a link so that he can just join your call because you're hosting the call?
He could.
Someone named Slim Really Shade is messaging me, and it's because I have to message them back saying that you need to follow the instructions.
You could investing with Cole #3136.
You're gonna get doxxed, man. Oh yeah, there you go. Just do that. Well, just only add Seth when he comes on.
Can you? Right. I thought I was gonna add everybody.
Yeah, no, add everyone and anyone. Well, I mean, there's not really. Okay, hold on.
Can you explain this? I keep seeing the 60K. I don't know what that is.
So it was a reference to a call I had with the Discord members, and it was basically talking to them about how, even if you're if you're wealthy, right? When you're just throwing away 60K, it's still 60K. And so they made a meme, 60K is 60K. All right.
Wait, I'm sorry. I feel like I missed out on the very first half of that.
Like, I would not intentionally throw away $60,000. It was a conversation going about how
rich would.
Well, no, it was about degenerate gambling and options, and a particular YouTuber who was doing degenerate gambling and options, and he put like 60K into degenerate gambling options and then lost basically all of it. And was pretty much of the opinion like, oh well, he makes enough with YouTube. And so that's basically what their thought process was. And I was like, wow, well, 60K is still 60K. I mean, still compounds over time.
Yeah, I keep seeing that with your faces photoshopped onto Mr. Incredible.
Yeah. That's always going around. What is this?
I don't know that I'm getting a friend request,
You're getting a friend request?
No, I said I don't know that I am.
Oh. Aw. I don't know if I think Seth just doesn't like you, Cole. I don't know.
Sure.
I think he either doesn't like me or I'm on like the fence of just passing over the non-like.
I made the best Peter Griffin impression of all time, and the guy didn't like it. And I don't know. I mean, that's just, you got to be a weird guy to not like that Peter Griffin impression.
Add roll for Seth so he can be able to see and join. No. It's not, because we're not talking on the Discord, Lincoln. That's how I would do it. It's okay, no, Seth. So once you add him as a friend, he can invite you to the call. I don't know if you.
So go to add friend and type and copy and paste that.
Okay, I can walk someone through this. It doesn't matter to me. So you go to friend. Yeah, you go to friends, add friend, you search in the bar, you put that number in, and then boom, there you go. You just put Cole hashtag 3136. Done.
Were you supposed to be showing Discord when you said that, or?
No. I don't want to dox other people that I have here. Yeah, because like Austin's on here. I don't want to dox his Discord. That's his like music Discord. All right.
I wonder what. Is there another invite link I could try for your Discord? I wonder why you said that, because you said you didn't even see him try to get in this.
No, it's Lincoln. It's actually free. It's not. It's literally like a Discord link. You just click it, you join, you go through a vetting process, and then you're in. But that's for that. I don't want to bother him with that. I just want if he adds Cole, he can just bring him on. Because the other stuff is going to be even more annoying. If the problem of adding a friend is a problem, the vetting thing is going to be a problem. Because there's people who have problem with it, but like it blocks out all the bots. So we haven't had any bots ever enter. Yeah. I'm surprised. Do you know the Patreon is a joke, right, Lincoln? I don't know if you've seen the Patreon. It's obviously a joke. There's like the disclaimer at the bottom of the Patreon saying, "Don't pay me any money."
Everyone's saying you should have used StreamYard.
Yeah, I should have used StreamYard, but I like using OBS more.
Fabio, you ready?
What?
I got the friend request. I'm gonna add him.
Oh, okay. So we're good. We're Gucci. It's happening.
Calling him. Seth, welcome to the show.
I hear something. Do you hear me?
We can hear you.
Is there echo?
Seth,
no.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Spoke too soon. So I don't know. You can just mute us on like YouTube. And then...
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Hey guys, how are you? So I was in our chat and someone said you guys have to check these guys out. What's your response to them? And so I clicked on this video and you guys are live. So here I am. I'm editing wedding photos. I'm a wedding photographer.
Oh, nice. I mean, how's that business going?
I've been doing it for 12 years. My wife and I. I mean, we're all over the internet, so. We've shot about 250 weddings over the past 12 years, and it's fun. I've gotten quite good at it after so long, not giving up on it. And so we're okay at it. Our clients like us, and we seem to do well. We live on it. I mean, we do well, so yeah.
All right, congrats on that. I mean, okay, so I guess we'll cut to the chase then. Or...
Yeah, I'd love to. Yes. So who is? I'm not very clear on who all the people are, but I guess this Echoes character guy is telling me that I don't read comments. You guys know how many videos we do a day? I don't.
And I don't think you're reading the comments, anyways. You think you would be? That's something delegated out, right?
I mean,
you don't have to reveal that.
No, it's very obvious. You just look. I mean, the people who read the comments, like Abdon, like Giovanni, some of our ambassadors, they put their names in the responses. So yeah, no, I don't know. Someone said I don't even know what I'm responding to. What is the? Someone said, what's the controversy? I mean, like I said, we did record 6 or 8 videos and a live stream today, and so so Fabio.
Everyone always
Fabio?
says the wrong. Yeah, don't worry. Fabio. Just call me Fabio. Yeah. Fabio. That's usually what I get.
I'm sorry. So you're saying things like, I work in an avenue about worth. I take wedding photos, and so a large discrepancy with pricing when it comes to wedding photos, right? The photography and art in general is very much value driven, and so. I've been trained on how to speak to my clients about value, how to build value, how to deliver on value and experience. So I always chuckle when someone says, well, things aren't so much worth it, I think someone on today, I did put a comment because someone put, something's not worth it. I said, I charge $10,000 for wedding photos. Is it worth it? Fabio, is it worth it? You let me know right now. I mean, it's like, right? Is it worth it or no?
No. Yeah, it is a market. Yeah, it's a market. So if someone is willing to pay $10,000, so there'll be someone maybe charging less, they might get lower quality for the wedding photos, because wedding photography can be very expensive. I mean, anyone who's had a wedding knows how expensive a wedding can be. So
you agree there is a value behind the money and what you're getting for it, right?
Exactly. Yep.
If you haven't been in the day trading, in our day trading chat, then how are you placing a value on it?
Okay, so I have a question. Then
I'm sorry. No, hey, look, if you're gonna have me on, just answer that one.
So how do I place a value on the day trading itself without being myself on it? So you're saying that in order for me to generate an opinion, I myself have to first enter it myself, and then from there draw a conclusion?
You just walked me down that road of the same kind of road. So I mean, isn't something of value in the person who's paying it? Isn't that in their eyes, or
value is in the eyes of the beholder argument?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, that depends on what it is that we're discussing, right? So if it's in the arts, I think that's very appropriate. Yes. So for example, photography, that's in the arts, right? And that argument's used all the time to evaluate artwork. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. The value itself can be held in the eyes of the beholder. When we enter into services that are rendering and teaching and something akin to teaching someone a skill, right? We step out of that a little bit. So it starts to get into, especially.
I think that's your. I just think that's your opinion.
Of course, it could be subjective. Yeah.
This is so simple. I mean, click on the chat. Everyone keeps saying we're hiding something. Click on the chat right now and go pose the very question you're making videos about and see the responses. I mean, I don't understand what we're hiding. It's right there. I can pull it up. I can put a poll up in our chat right now. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I just don't understand how you can make a video on something and you haven't been in the chat. I thought you'd say you'd been in the chat, you had a bad time in there, Mo's terrible, yada yada, and now you've formulated. Come on.
So no, I'll be upfront with you. I haven't been in the chat, but I've spoken with several people. I think now I lost count how many people who've been in that particular chat. And so I'm sharing.
That's a great point. So we're supposed to please every human being in the world.
No.
Every person who's ever done. I mean, you can walk in there right now.
Okay.
And search or pose this very question and end any fugazi, end any fugazi sort of mishmash about you want to bring up about value. It's right there. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know what we're hiding. Cole, you say. I mean, go ahead.
So,
well, Seth, I just wanted to ask real quick. If I have you shoot my wedding, can you make it into an NFT?
I haven't figured that out, but people have asked us about our thumbnails.
Big market there.
Yeah, a huge market, of course. So go ahead, Fabio.
So wait, because you said, okay, you can't please everyone. I'm never saying that you have to. Any service has to please everyone. There's always going to be customers in every field that are not satisfied. I'm sure that even though I'm sure you take quality photos at your wedding, not being sarcastic whatsoever, by the way, that you found one or two customers that were like, oh, I don't like it. I don't think it was worth it.
We've had a couple, sure.
Exactly. That happens, right? I think, yes, that's not the argument I'm making. Okay, so am I able to enter the chat willy-nilly whenever I decide?
What do you mean, are you able? I mean, it's
I
guess it's open. It's a paywall.
Okay. Well, I mean,
go ahead.
If that's something I have to do in order to, investigate further to kind of get to the truth or get to the bottom of it, I'm more than willing to just fork over whatever it is, like $80.
I don't think you are. I mean, I don't think you are because you've been. I don't understand why you haven't done it. You say that now. This is the point, and this is what I brought up with Cole. Is like Cole, like you guys talk. I love it, but just you're an $80 paywall away from learning the truth. Go pose the question right in there.
I think you said something about I have to. If I read the chat, I'll find out. I can value it better if I ask the people there. But
isn't that obvious, Cole? Cole, isn't that obvious?
Well, no, but I'm saying, shouldn't I be able to value it before I put $80 into it? Like, how do I know what it's worth before I put my money in?
Cole, please tell me you're joking, bro. You're a grown-up. Are you serious? How many things in this world do you buy?
Well, I can test drive a car before I buy it.
trips
true.
and flights. Come on, bro. I thought we were gonna have a conversation. So okay, so we're supposed to. Okay, what you really want me to answer this, Cole? You've never bought anything without trying it. Guys. That's not what I'm talking about, Cole. I'm talking about if you're gonna make a video saying what you're saying, just go try it. It's $80. Jesus Christ, it's a lunch. Like
we're not even getting into the point of the results or stuff, because like there was a guy who came on to defend Mo. I think he's a former subscriber, and he said that the promise was I think 8 to 10% per year. We're not even getting to any of that stuff. We're kind of sticking only to the surface of the arguments are
8 or 10% per year.
Yes, and then that's separate from the video more recently, which is I think was 12 to 20.
I'm not going to quote exact numbers because I am not really day trading.
Yeah.
The goals have been very clear in our day trading when we make again. If you just joined it, I'm sorry. Listen, I would love for you to experience the day trading chat, and if you enjoy it. I'm certain you can work with Tim, our producer, to make a floundering video about how wonderful it is, because we strive for, in that chat, many people strive to get 1% per day on their trades, on their options, and 1% could certainly grow to 8% a year. Are you saying 8% total returns, compounding returns, or are you taking 1%? 1%, I guess 1% is what we're going for per day, and it's not absurdly difficult to make $1 per 100 when you're day trading or writing.
I got to stop you right there. Averaged out 1% per day.
Our goal,
in
day trading, which many of our day traders are doing tomorrow morning, and you can join them live with Paul and Mo as they day trade. Their goal is to make 1%. You can scroll through literally thousands of chats where people say, I made my 1% today, I'm getting out. So yes, I mean, that is our goal on a daily basis for day trading, 1%.
Okay, so I want to take it back a little bit and ask you a question, because this is actually something that was a bit of a concern. So you don't have to answer if you don't want to. I understand. I understand the awkward position this is. Okay. So the question is, does Everything Money have a policy where people are banned for dissent opinions?
Absolutely not. They're all over. Go search them.
Okay. So then
I had a quick question about the.
Go ahead,
Seth. It sounds like obviously you want me to join the day trade thing and check it out, right?
Again, you think it's about money. I don't even know.
It's not gonna make a difference. $80, by the way.
No. I was just let's say theoretically I joined the day trade course, and after like a week, I think I'm not really getting the value out of it. Is there any way to get my $80 back, or is that kind of sunk?
Oh my God, Cole, Jesus Christ, bro. I mean, if you're that hung up about it, then you can. I'm sorry, man. I guess sorry, I don't know, man. I just don't think $80 is that much. I'm not talking about the money. You keep talking about the experience. So what is it? I don't understand. Is it the experience, or is it $80 for you guys to keep making YouTube videos about us? I don't quite get it. We're trying to bring an experience, and you guys are placing a value on it without ever trying it. You think I'm trying to sell one? There's 1,000 people in there, Cole. Talking like today.
There's 1,000 people in the day trading?
There's 1,000 people in the day trading tier. And I don't know how many are talking, how many messages are exchanged, but Cole, it's not about $80. I don't know what to say. I mean, we're not giving out free reviews to every YouTube channel that wants one. I'm just saying you can just go in there and then and then experience it for yourself, and then make a video about your experience, as opposed to keep Fabio, you keep saying things that you haven't experienced. That's what I'm saying. I'm a $10,000 wedding photographer. I mean, am I worth it? Right? You agree on one point, but not on another. So Cole, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's about $80. I'm not trying to sell you on $80. I guess I'm trying to sell you on maybe not talking about an experience you've never experienced. I don't. It's just
okay.
And then putting a value on it, Cole. I guess you can't. Are you grasping that, my friend, or not really? Am I not explaining myself, or what?
Well, if I were gonna hire you for my wedding, like I would ask to see some photos you've taken before.
You still won't get my experience, though. You still will not get the day-to-day experience of me talking to you, how I handle you as a client on a wedding day. All you see is returns. All you see is my wedding photos. Go to Seth and Beth right now and look at them, Cole. So is it worth 10 grand? Because many people tell me no. Go look at my photos. They're very much similar to other people who charge $2,000. So why am I getting that?
Again, can I see like what his returns have been like since he's been doing this? If I see he's been getting 20% a year, then that would speak a lot to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That would change
everything. You guys haven't been paying attention. You guys haven't watched enough of the videos to pay attention. We don't talk about showing off our returns. We talk about a process that's been taught by value investors in every single book. Mo, have you guys
read investors for day trading?
Turtle trading type techniques, value investing techniques. Yes, I mean, I'm not gonna say day trading techniques, no, but I mean, in general, we never promise that type of return.
Okay.
We have goals.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I know that it's like a gray line between like the sales pitch of the video that I saw that was on the YouTube of Mo saying you can quit your job. Look, and Seth, I get it. To sympathize with you.
I'm sorry, Fabio, you didn't watch the video. Fabio, you didn't watch the video.
I did.
He did not say quit your job. Did you?
No. I didn't say that. He said to quit your job.
You just said that.
No, that's the title of the job. I'm sorry, the job. That's the title of the video.
What is the first sentence of the video? Did you watch it?
So here, we'll pull it up. Actually, probably live.
I'm asked. Jesus Christ! Can someone answer a question?
Well, there's no reason to get upset, Seth.
You're avoiding. I mean, Did you watch the video?
When I speak, I try to speak carefully. So if I don't know something, and I say to you, okay, I don't know the exact quote, I try to find it so that I don't misquote. Because then at that point, you're going to say, oh, this guy's being disingenuous. He's saying something that's not true.
I just asked if you watched the video.
I did watch the video, yes.
Okay, fine. We got that covered. So what does he say in the first sentence? He says, I get asked this question all the time.
Yeah.
How much money do you need to day trade and live off of it?
Yes.
And he says,
yeah,
probably $250,000.
Yes.
You get this question all the time in our day trading app.
Yes.
So if someone asks us a question, we can make a video on it. I don't understand. So go ahead.
Okay. Well, continuing on, he goes off of and says, okay, the Yahoos on YouTube promise, well, I think the figures, see, I'm going to say the words I think because I'm going to pull it up just in case, but I think he says the words 20 to 80%.
Mo said expect annual returns between 12 and 20%.
That's what he said to expect, but I was going off the Yahoo's quote first, but yeah, we cut to the chase. So he said 12 to 20%. And then that's what he said. We could say that he said it was the goal. Let me pull the exact quote because I think that will be more fair. I'm going to turn off, oh no, I can't do that because then I turn off that. But I can skip over right to the part because I don't want to, you can continue talking while I find it.
I have not watched the entire video.
Okay. Okay. Well, look.
So again, I don't want to speak for Mo or his returns.
I get it.
I'm not a day trader, but you can very well go into the day trading app.
Yeah.
The very question and talk to the people that make these similar returns. I'm not saying exact returns number wise. Again, I don't know. I'm not a seasoned day trader, but you can go right in there and stop speculating and ask them. They will answer you. There's no people monitoring negative comments. There's no people deleting their comments. They're not. I mean, go write one right now and see how long it lives. I guess it's so silly.
Let's be fair. If I go on there and you guys know it's me, that doesn't prove anything. I get it. It's like if I went like blind, like if you don't know it's me. Yeah, exactly.
Fabio, you can sign up with any name you want. I mean, we have spies in there from other channels.
Yeah, spies like from competitors, or they're.
If you did have spies in there,
we're fairly certain that Tom Nash is in the chat.
Well, Seth, I just wanted to say that if you did have spies in there, Paul would probably short it.
Come on, you got to laugh at that. Come on.
That's pretty good.
Okay, you
but
see.
That's why. That's honestly why I wanted to jump on. Is this Echoes keeps saying things I just don't know if he's ever experienced, and so I just think it's just there. I figured. I mean, Strongman was on before. Strongman was I've been on Strongman's show because he was an EM member before, and I always thought what he did was funny. But I mean, I guess making speculative videos about the value of spending of Paul getting a one-on-one with Paul. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where potentially you're buying a $400,000 10 unit and you really don't want to mess it up. You might want to talk to a guy that's been doing real estate for 20 years. And how, yeah. So I mean, but you're saying it's not worth it just right off the bat. I mean, I don't know, Fabio, how old are you actually?
I'm 24.
Okay, so yeah, I don't mean to chuckle. I just mean I remember my thoughts at 24 and at 41 when I start learning what value is. It's just a different ball game, which is why I bring it up. I bring it all back to what I do for a living is wedding photography. On a day-to-day basis, I talk to people that want cheap photos. That somehow I end up making 3 times more than other photographers out there because I deliver experience that other photographers can't deliver. So by saying something like Paul's 10 grand tier is not worth it.
Oh,
again,
apologize.
I
apologize. Sorry, correction. It's a stupid correction. I'm 25. Recently turned 25. My brain was in the.
I mean, so you're gonna. I mean, by the time you're 41, I've been married for 18 years and have a couple kids. You're gonna learn what value is, and I guess when you're early in life, the concept of value maybe isn't as clear as at least for me, it was not as clear as it is now. And so,
well,
like, I have.
Fabio, could I mediate real quick?
Sure.
Fabio, you don't have an issue with the $30 tier, right? Like the everything money software. Yeah.
No.
So,
I've been clear
Fabio,
about that.
I mean, why not? I don't understand, bro. Jesus, it's so simple. I don't know. I will send me your address. I will send you $80 to go in live to the day trade. Cole, YouTube, go in live to the day trading app, pose any question you want, and see the responses. Not with your real name. Make up some name. Go in there and ask people their returns and what they're getting. And then I guess you guys will say our fake bots are spamming you back.
I just want to be clear on something. So wait, was the argument that I don't know value because I am 25?
Oh no, I was just wondering. I went through stages in life where I thought this same thing too. I hear a high number and automatically it's expensive. Or I hear a high number and it's not worth it. And I started investing in myself, taking seminars that cost me $3,000-$5,000, and they absolutely changed my life. And at one point, they were too much and they weren't worth it. Then after I took them, and then after a 10-year career later, I can't believe how amazingly worth it a $5,000 seminar, a 2-day seminar I took on experience or photography or learning was. And so when you guys just say it's not worth it, when you've never bought a $700,000 30-unit apartment and never had any guidance at all on how to do so, and then Paul's not worth it, I'm just saying that's just kind of weird to say. You're just not much backing that up.
I haven't used any of that because that would be argument from authority. Like, for example, I haven't brought up, for example, what it is I've done with my life thus far because that's irrelevant to the point. Bringing experience into the argument simply just adds that logical fallacy of argument from authority. I'm right because of the experience that I have. I could be wrong even if I have. So
I'm not claiming I'm right. I'm just claiming.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I was just saying I've gone through this. I've gone through young person stages and moved into older person stages. And so when I was at your age, I had a similar mindset, very much so. You know, I mean, I bought a company. 2 years ago, Fabio, for $60,000 with a buddy, a partner. Was it worth it? It's a lot of money.
Well, no, that depends. That depends. So what exactly did you do again? Sorry, I was responding to my wife.
That's what I'm saying. You're looking at Paul's price and saying it's not worth it. Am I right?
Which one are we talking about? Which tier?
I don't know. I just saw you guys brought up some tier and saying it's not worth it, or some top tier. It's not worth it.
There's a $10,000 4-hour Zoom call. That one that doesn't exist anymore, so we can scratch that because you guys got rid of it technically. Then there's the current one.
Paul didn't want to do any more of those. Paul values his time at $2,500 an hour. He values his time at $2,500 an hour, and he's mentioned on the show many times. If you extrapolate out what he makes and divide it by hours, that's the number, and so that's what he values his time at. When you say it's not worth it, I mean, that sounds like a fairly empty statement. That's why I bring up the concept of worth. I'm in the business, especially with my wedding photos, of giving them an experience that is worth $10,000 when they can get it for $2,000. And so that's all. That's why I wanted to jump on. It's just so silly when someone says something's not worth it. I'm like, okay, so what? The PSA 10 Mickey Mantle rookie card from 1953 just sold for $31 million. Is it worth it? Fabio?
We're going back, but that's art. That's different. It's art. It's whatever.
Is it?
Yes.
Could I ask an unrelated question?
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
Seth, I do think it's. I'm gonna kind of throw you sort of a nice question, since we are YouTubers. Y'all pump out a lot of videos every day. What is that process like, and how do y'all get all those out so fast?
Yeah, great question. So we have a team of. So when I say when Echoes is Echoes is all over me. I guess I'm blue hatting guys again. I'm not. Listen. So first of all, we're very clear on our channel. I'm not the type of guy that I'm quote unquote too busy to do things. We don't. Paul and I very much despise people that say they're busy who aren't really busy, right? I say we're busy, but I'm on TikTok all day. But in general, Mo does trading videos. The 6 or 7 videos we did today are specifically for our group, which are posted on a daily basis. And again, they're right there. And so we have requests for individual stocks and mindset topics that people take, and we cover them, whether it's Paul alone, or today we did the 3 of us, or today Paul had to take a poop, so Mo and I did a video together, and that was part of it. And then we had a live stream with our community where everyone could join on Thursdays. We have our 3 o'clock community, which we've been doing since the get-go, like a very, very long time ago. And so how does it get done?
Yeah, how many editors do y'all have?
So we have basic editors that help us with somewhat quicker edits, all of which I used to do in the very beginning, but I see other comments like Seth does editing. For some of our more advanced videos, we have hired editors that work with us, but I've also seen these crazy things like, I've also seen people saying like Andre and Graham have some sort of marketing company that's working with them and all that. I don't know what that is or how that would work, but we all do all of this in-house. So we've had editors that we've had for years now, helping us with our videos, which used to be long-form podcasts. And we recently hired a local kid to help us with editing, and he's been doing really, really well. So I guess how do we do it? We just, every day during the week, we record. Sometimes a few videos, sometimes individual videos. We were doing a huge stock mode takedown that one of our writers, a friend of mine and myself, wrote over the course of like 5 hours yesterday, and we ended up not doing it.
Okay, so, I got to step in.
I talked about Stockmo, I think like a couple days ago. I said the reason none of us have ever gone after Stockmo is because we put on one of his videos, and after like 2 minutes, we fall asleep.
Yeah, Grandpa does go through a few minutes of get your free stocks everywhere, but I don't want to discuss. Yeah, so like, I've seen that. So when someone said you don't read the comments, I mean, we got like, we get a lot of comments. I used to read them, but I'm not gonna say I don't have time. I have 2 young kids. I coach sports. My wife and I have 2 other businesses we're operating. Mm-hmm. People always say on the shows, how does Seth look so stupid on the shows? Like, I do bring normal person questions. I have normal person interactions with people that I do bring to Paul. But sometimes Paul is so great, or at least what I mean to say is Paul is so quick, smart, and disciplined that I feel like I'm the viewer on the show. Like I sit there and I'm the viewer and I'm learning from him. I mean, he did a video today that was just incredible. Like 0 cuts, 0 writing off the top of his head. It was incredible. I'm just sometimes sitting there in awe. So I am very lucky to have that guy in my life. So when I hear about Paul's dirty work, I don't know what you guys are talking about. He's absolutely changed my life.
Wait. So who said dirty work?
Well, someone in your comments. Someone in the comments says I'm doing Paul's dirty work, and I'm like,
oh, you are doing Paul's dirty work. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I just want to kind of bring it back to some questions that I kind of have. So let's stick to.
I can't answer all of them again. Like when it comes to numbers and returns.
Don't worry, that's not going to be. Yeah. That question would be something for Mo. I know. Look. I know that you can answer the questions from what you know. Maybe you're not involved entirely with everything. You can only, I understand that. Don't worry. Yeah. So. Sure. Why did the everything money move in the direction for why did you guys bury the hatchet with Jeremy? I understand what Paul said. I know what Paul said. And maybe you can refrain from answering some of that. Will tell me more that maybe there was something you guys can't talk about, and that's fine. You can say I plead the fifth or whatever.
Oh no, it's not about fifth or pleading. Again,
Okay.
I wasn't on the call with Jeremy. I don't know. I honestly don't know too much more than what he said on the video.
Okay.
I do know that we have a very extensive legal team.
Yeah.
Because unlike a lot of other YouTubers who are just sitting in their house making videos like us, we're a part of a bigger group.
Mm-hmm.
We're a part of a bigger company.
Yeah, so Crossroads Group.
Yeah, the YouTube division is just a part of all the businesses that are upstairs, which we casually joke around about sometimes. But the businesses are there. In some of our videos, we've walked through these buildings. Paul's brother has been in dropped in some of Mo's videos. So there is a lot more legal ramifications behind what we say. So we're making sure that we're staying within what our lawyers want us to say and want us to do. So again, So I guess, how did I get around to that? What you're asking about, Jeremy, is that Paul basically got an email indicating that Jeremy, how do I say this? I want to make sure I'm saying the correct words, is that Jeremy said, don't say that I'm getting paid to promote stocks. Do I think he probably still is? I do. Legally speaking, we have to make sure that we're not saying something that we shouldn't. That we shouldn't. Where other YouTubers are probably not worried about that at all, right?
So Seth, the title of that video where they made up was, I think it was called like "Burying the Hatchet" or something.
Yeah.
I mean, would you say you buried the hatchet, or was that kind of just Paul? Would you say you're still kind of anti-Jeremy?
Oh no! Trust me. We literally have had a meeting. Like, Paul, when do I get to lay into Jeremy again? So we're just waiting for him to f up more. And then
you won't have to wait long.
That's what I'm saying. No, like, trust me. Yeah. So, but if that's, I mean, again, guys, if that's the major beef you have with Paul is that he went too soft on Jeremy.
No, it's not.
I guess. I mean, that's one of them though. So
yeah.
Sorry, we went so soft on it. And this is funny, guys. Is I don't know how we win in this game, because if we go too hard, then all of a sudden, we get the hate of like, why are you guys so negative? And then when we go too soft, we weren't hard enough. So you guys let us know how to run this channel. We'll do it your way.
No. You have to I understand what went wrong. You guys said something that was very difficult to, let's say, prove, and something that maybe technically could have been false, and then he could have gotten you on that. And that's probably what your legal team advised you on. That was my suspicion. So that's fine. That's fine. And I understand that he had to redact that because there could have been something at greater risk. You guys have, your entity is, part of a larger entity. You guys got to be careful. Now, there are some questions on that legal team that advised, I don't know if you can answer this, Paul and Mo, that they cannot show their portfolios, which is, it's not a...
Go ahead. Sorry, we are certainly still getting clarity on that. So they've hired a very extensive legal team. We've had team meetings to make sure that we're not doing anything to saying anything to get we're not saying the things I think that other YouTubers are saying that would bring up any sort of ramifications. So we're just trying to be. Paul has to be extra careful. I think people like you and I, perhaps, we probably don't have to be extra careful. We can say whatever we want, like some of the things you guys have been saying, of course. But in essence, when there's not a lot of proof behind it, so, but you're right. Yeah, Paul, again, everything I'm saying we've said on videos multiple times. So I'm not like spilling any beans here.
Okay, wait. What specifically have I stated so far that's not true? We can talk about that, I guess.
I'm talking about value and worth. I mean,
okay, that's subjectivity. So that's even like if we were to...
Sure. You're right. I guess you're right. Not true in my mind, which is why I jumped on.
Okay,
that's what I mean.
Well,
not true in my mind.
Yeah, but that's the point of an opinion. So, like, in your opinion, you're saying that you provide value, and then I'm making the argument that, remember, I'm separating the bottom tier. The bottom tier, I had no problem with it.
Well, yes. Let me make sure I have you right before I proceed.
Yes.
You're indicating that that we don't provide value on a service you've never personally had. Right.
I am basing that conclusion
with day trading, and we've also talked to people. Yeah, I mean, day trading just in general typically doesn't have a high success rate.
Okay, so, well, I don't know what else you guys want me to say. I mean, you're just welcome to go in there under any name you want and go ask the very question you've been telling people. And
well, does Mo provide like his historical results? He doesn't have to show numbers. Like, he just has to show the percentages. Like, he can cross them out for privacy reasons. If he just shows his audited statements, and then he can just show the percentages, and he can show that the process works, I would have zero argument whatsoever, because that guy clearly has.
So, yeah, I don't know what you haven't even gone in to even see. I'm not going to.
Does he provide it? Well, if I go in there and he provides it, I'll definitely pay the $80 and just see it.
Guys! Oh my God! This is so simple. It's just one click away, and you can go see whatever you want. I don't understand why you're acting like we have to like break into some super secret system. You can just go ask him. Just tag him and ask him, and he'll answer it.
Tag him.
It's just right there. So listen, I will give you the $80 back. Screen cap. Put your name in there. Say whatever you want. It will not be deleted, and I will send you Venmo for the $80 whole dollars. Both of you, Cole. Go in there. I'm sorry. I don't mean to demean it. I don't mean to demean people who $80 is a lot, because I went through phases where $80 is a whole day's pay. Well, but you keep asking me these general questions like there's these mythical numbers that you can just go ask me. He's right there, and then you can do a video on what he said.
Seth, I never bring this up, but I have to bring it up then now. I mean, I'm okay with that, but just because I'm 20, look, I sold 52 call contracts on a 4% or 5% position. I never show my portfolio or talk about it and use that as an argument, but I have to stop you right there. $80 would be chump change, okay? I'm buying a Tesla. I'm buying my second Tesla. It's fine. I don't want to use it again in an argument, but I have to stop you there, because I don't use that for Cole, okay? Cole's he can make his arguments on his own. That's a very bad way. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. That's not cool.
A very bad way to do what?
To phrase an argument saying, okay, you just don't want to pay the $80. That Cole can't have an opinion because he just doesn't want to pay the $80.
No, that's not. I didn't. Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say he can't have an opinion.
Well, you said for people that it's a lot of money. Okay, well, let's probably take it back and pull it off.
And it's not. He has an opinion.
Okay.
And like you, it's not based on any real experience.
Yeah.
I don't. Is there any other way to say how simple that is?
No, I get it. Let's step back and cool off, because okay. So I get it. You want to say that go try it out for yourself.
I didn't say that. Just to make sure, I didn't say that Cole can't have an opinion.
No,
I can say that under my opinion, I certainly don't appreciate when people are giving reviews on things they haven't tried.
Okay, so you're saying don't talk about it until you've tried it. That's your stance.
I didn't say don't talk about it.
Sorry. Let me be exact. Don't criticize the product until you've tried.
No, I didn't say don't criticize. I mean, I didn't say don't criticize. I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm upset.
Yes.
When someone criticizes a product you've never tried. I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying he can't. So.
Oh no.
You keep being very clear with your words, but you're not being.
Let me. That was paraphrasing. Okay, so you're saying that you do not appreciate, you get upset when someone does that. Right. Okay, There we go. So that's the exact way. All right, I understand that. All right, and is that, again, we're tossing around its opinion, stuff like that. Yeah, great. I understand. And I have to ask you bluntly here. Do you know of a man Longshot?
Do I know a man Longshot?
He's called Longshot. That was his username in Everything Money. He was an ambassador of yours.
Yeah, I certainly know of him, sure.
Okay, so just to kind of like, because I actually had a subscriber, they will remain nameless, who defended this and saying, so to give you like the ability to, I guess, talk about it, he was defending you guys. And so I want to know that there's two sides to the story, but I want the audience to kind of hear it. They don't know the context of Longshot, others that he was involved with Everything Money. And apparently, he was not an ambassador. Sorry, wrong. He was not an ambassador. But he was a member of the Discord community or whatever community.
Yeah.
I don't know to what extent. And so he goes by the name, I think, of Froggy Finance or something like that, his YouTube channel. But he had this abysmal experience where he said he was banned for simply not talking that nice about, or saying that he wouldn't recommend someone to upgrade.
Yeah, so again, I'm not in the trading tier. I do know that what I believe. Let me be very careful with my words, of course. But what I do know is that similar user was besides potentially using words. Besides having an opinion, many of his comments were emphatically racist, homophobic, extremely political, one way or the other, and just frankly, not someone you'd want on your platform. So, of the people who have come and left our platform, we've certainly probably not had 100%. 100% satisfaction, but I didn't have many interactions with him. He was in the day trading chat, the Bidnass Nation Mo's tier. I can't really comment on what that is. Again, I don't read all the comments, so I frankly don't know what happened with that. But again, you can ask people in our community about that, and they can answer that.
Yeah, I just have one final thing to say, and this isn't even to argue with you, because I already know we see differently on it. So I just want to establish my point of view. Yeah, basically, if I went to like a car dealership and they said, I can't test drive the car. I have to buy it to see how it works. I wouldn't buy the car. So I already know what you're going to say in response. But basically, that would be why I wouldn't join y'all's day trading tier, because I feel like I can't see people's results without buying it first, and so that's just not something I want to do. And I already know you disagree, so I'm not trying to.
I'll bet. What's your Venmo? I mean, go spend a month.
Yeah, I'd be open for that.
All right, go spend a month. Give me your Venmo. I mean, I don't know how you want me to pay you first, right? I mean, you want to, right? You want me to pay me first?
You are now friends on Discord, so.
Sure, we're basically. I feel like I've known you for 20 years after I got that Discord friend request.
There you go. I mean, not demeaning the money. I would love to hear your experience and watch videos, because all the questions you guys have wondered are right in there.
In the
no
YouTube.
Hiding. No, in our chats.
Okay. You
can join tomorrow morning's day tradings and ask these very questions. They'll be, I don't know if they're live tomorrow, but Monday through Thursday they are.
Okay. And
yeah, if I message you in a future day on Discord, you would respond.
Do you want to give your Venmo out right now and go join?
Do it on the Discord. Don't do it on the.
Don't do it in the YouTube chat. Fabio.
Yeah, don't do it in the YouTube chat.
Whatever you do. I think if you give your Venmo out, the worst thing that can happen is
they give you money. Yeah, or they can just request it. They can send you requests, and then you can actually click.
Say again, Cole.
Do you do Cash App?
Oh my gosh, Cole, you're such a fucking jokester.
That is funny, actually.
Yeah.
I can do either one. I would love to. Again, I think you guys might run out of content if you go in there. So.
Well, no, I still have Jeremy.
Oh no. Well, and my channel is not derived at all in terms of that direction. I'm not really a grifter slayer.
Oh, that's a joke. That's a joke. I mean, if that goes wants to try it too. I mean, if it's about the money, then we'll give it a spin.
Okay, so I have a question for you by Maiden BG. He says, "Why did Mo have to insult his audience like that?" That's a question from a subscriber.
So, have you guys watched any of the videos? We insult our audience all the time.
Yeah, I was told that was. I was also told that was a joke.
It's a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we all there's a running joke on the morning show that Mo's sarcasm is very close to him sounding really real, and I bought him a button. He's getting a button. I bought him a red button that if you press it, it says the word sarcasm, because legal wanted to make sure that he's very clear when he's joking that he needs to be joking. But
Mo trolls harder than us, so he needs.
Listen, it is not we are not we have not pulled any punches at any point in time. That Paul has given double birds to the camera, double middle fingers, and told a lot of people his thoughts. And so if you guys wanted, I mean, if the people asking the questions wanted a Mr. Rogers channel, you're probably going to get more of that from Mo. So yeah, and you can just ask Mo again. We do a lot of videos, so I'm certain I have misspoke and will in the future. But Mo gets a lot of hate. Mo gets a lot of hate for doing a live day trade, and then it's posted a day later. So I think he just got fed up. But again, that's just what.
Does he do this in the paid version? That's how he conducts it, or is that just the YouTube? Because look, if you're running a business and you're like a day trading genius, right, and you're making tons of money day trading, of course, on the free, if you're selling it as a service, you wouldn't be putting it on YouTube. I understand that, but is on the day trading? Do you know this? Is that something you can answer right now?
You guys can find out when I Venmo you the money.
Oh, you're adamant about Venmoing the money.
I mean, you're asking questions. You can just go find for yourself and then do. I'm not. Again, I don't. I mean, you're honestly asking me, is Mo insulting all the people in our community?
No. I went away from that because I was told in a comment that was the lingo, and so it just wasn't translating well with YouTube because the YouTube culture is not the same as the bid and ask culture. They're not, so people didn't interpret it that way. But people thought it was, kind of weird that he said it's a live, but using or misusing the word live for a non-live event. You could just say it was a recording of something he did.
That's really, guys, that's really, I don't know. I just, I think that sounds really childish. Semantics and kind of, if that's what you guys want to talk about for days, that's fine.
No, you're dragging it towards that. I'm not wanting to even stick there. I'm just like.
You just asked it. I mean.
What?
You just asked the question, is that the experience he brings?
No.
And I'm saying no, but he does troll a lot, yeah.
No, I'm asking that on the paid platform, does he do the day trades live with you?
Oh yeah, yes. Let me think about this.
Will I see him open and close a trade?
Will you see him open and close a trade?
And by the way, Seth, I understand your position that you have to be careful with your words because you work for an enterprise. So take your time. I know.
Let me think about this.
Mm-hmm.
If you go on, I don't know if they're day trading tomorrow. I'd have to check the schedule. But on our day trades, we certainly discuss the factors, rules, and considerations that would go into making a successful day trade. The boys do not have their brokerage accounts opening them, but they do verbally. At times, they will verbally indicate some of the positions as defined what our legal team, as we can say. So, for example, in our live community stream today, we're talking about selling puts to acquire companies at a smaller price. Are you going to, or at a lower price? Are you going to see their actual accounts? I mean, I guess Paul fired up his option stream today without ticker symbols. So, but again, if you guys are hung up on qualifications that these guys are, or apparently what you're thinking they are not showing, we've been adamant since our first video 4 years ago that we're teaching a process, not to follow us at all. Do your own due diligence. And so it's never been about the money. Paul has shown things from time to time. But again, it's about a process, about a winning process, and you can very well experience and ask any questions you want about how normal people are applying this process, especially with day trading. So.
Okay, I mean, the process. By the way, the Paul's process thing. That's a separate criticism. I'll be honest. The middle one.
I thought you guys put it together. So you're just talking about day trading.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Well, great. I can't wait, guys. I mean, if you guys want to Discord me, or we can go in tomorrow and ask these very questions. I would love if you documented it, and I'd love if you document it with the same vigor that you have. I guess. Try to say that it's not worth it, which again, in my opinion, just was. Are
you guys free on the weekends?
Free. We answer questions in the chat, but obviously no any sort of trading or anything is going on the weekend.
No, I know it doesn't. That doesn't concern me. No, just because you said asking questions and all that jazz.
Let's see. I'll give you something real quick. In the month of July, give me a second. The month of July, Paul answered 681 chats. O answered 976 chats. And I entered 515 chats in the month of July.
Wow.
Okay,
which we monitor on a daily basis.
Okay, so that's fair. So then we can probably, if we have questions, we can ask on the weekend. But okay, so there were some questions, I guess, regarding, I guess, let me see this because I have to shift through this in this chat.
Seth, you're a dad, right? I think you said.
Yeah, I have 2 kids. Yeah, they're on my website.
Yeah, what's your favorite dad joke?
Oh my God! Well, if you scroll through TikTok, oh, you don't have kids, do you?
No, I don't even have a girlfriend. I'm a loser.
So many new dad jokes. It's gone to a whole new level. So I would say, guys, it is 1:30 Eastern. I wasn't expecting to get on. I again, and you can just, I guess, anything we say, you guys are going to say is a lie. But for example, this afternoon at 11:54, a guy in our chat said, "Can you guys respond to this?" And it was a capital mindset video. So I clicked on it, and it brought me to you guys. So I was actually responding to someone in our chat because they tagged me, and so that's how I found you guys.
Well, just so you know, that comment you just made was in pretty bad faith. So everything you say, we assume it's a lie.
Did I misspeak? I'm sorry.
No, I know. Like, yeah. I mean, it depends on what we. It depends on what we see.
No, I'm saying everything I say could be. I guess there's no way to prove.
Oh, you're biased. Like, we'll assume you're biased. Yeah. Like,
yeah. There's no way to prove exactly what I'm saying right now. I mean, this could very well be a lie, right? But I'm saying that's how we got to this stage in the evening. It's very hard to prove things I'm saying. That's what I'm sorry if I misspoke. That's kind of what I meant. Like, you could obviously say about all this stuff, right? So
that's why I backtrack. Usually in discussions, you always want to define things before you proceed. If someone has a dispute, like I allowed you when I kept saying something, you're like, no, that's not what I said. I kept correcting until you were satisfied. Okay, so that's fine. All right, that's fine. Okay, so with some other things, there's still a lot of hung up questions about banning, but I guess we'll leave that for another time, unless some subscribers have some last minute thoughts. No one denied the coal joke. Okay, that's not a question. Someone's asking about the difference between the Martin Shkreli. I don't know how he's going to answer that, guys. Fabio ask him what makes his course better than dudes like Martin Shkreli, who have a VC, AMD, extremely successful trader. He shows all his trades for free. I mean, that's just, I don't know if you want to answer.
So I haven't experienced what he's talking about. I don't know if he has experienced what he's talking about, because you have to be incredibly careful with your trades and how and when you display them. And so if he's saying he does that, there have been very much, you can get in very big trouble. You say, I own something and then sell, or I hate something and then buy. And if it ever went to a serious court system, they will literally look at time codes. And so, and with that said, you can do it. Other people very well might be doing that, but they're opening themselves up to a certain amount of risk, which we are not opening ourselves up to. So, illegally speaking. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
And
Who Hat is saying he's been banned. I don't know who that is, but he's welcome to log on tomorrow under a new name and say whatever he wants. I don't know who Foo Hat is, so.
He might have been under, obviously, a different name. We don't know. Foo Hat, just say what your name was.
Guys, there's been 12,000 names going through our software. I don't know. Again, we do not. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any further questions. I don't know if you did, Fabio.
I mean, like, I understand Seth's position that Seth, this is, to say the least, let's be honest, this is awkward. Okay.
This is what?
Awkward. awkward, a bit awkward.
What's
because,
awkward?
Coming on a live stream because some two fucks are just talking bad about your business, and I understand the position. And so you understand clearly, in case as a reminder to everyone, the criticism is with the Bid and Ask Nation, some skepticism at the very least about the value that's provided above. Happy to see that the 750 per month one is gone and the 10,000 one is gone.
Why is that?
Well, because it's almost like when we're talking about the purpose of financials, right? What service are you providing that we can evaluate, right? That is like a benefit, a net benefit will be received, right? Because you're saying he's consulting in large real estate deals. Is he himself a consultant by trade? Like, what does Paul do?
Well, again, I still want to get down to. I still don't quite understand. I mean, there are so many things that are exchanged for money in this world that involve both experiences, both actual work, and I don't quite understand how you guys can so flippantly talk about value and how those tiers are gone without ever experiencing the people who've gone through them, the people who have signed up for them.
Well, I have some of them who did sign up for them. That's the thing. Like
how many?
I think a good at the very minimum, I think 2.
2? Oh, I thought you guys. Wait a minute. 2
on the largest. No, on the largest tier. On the largest tier.
I thought you were gonna say.
No, on the Bid and Ask Nation, I can't even. I don't even know how many there are. I don't have enough hands.
How many?
No, I literally don't know how. Let me ask actually.
Guesses.
Okay, so if I had to put a guess, probably like at least 50. At the very minimum, 50.
Okay, so out of thousands of people, we've had you found 50 that aren't pleased with our services.
Well,
we didn't survey every single person that went through it.
Sure, but okay. I mean, you're right. You can do that tomorrow when you join. So can you guys send me your Venmo?
I don't know why you're so adamant about the Venmo thing. Okay, so if you're adamant about the Venmo
I
thing,
want you to do a video on how great your experience is going to be. You're going to get starting tomorrow, or this evening, or right now.
All right.
I'm adamant about it, Fabian, because that was been the one thing Cole has brought up at least 4 times during this conversation that's holding him back. It's the money. I said it's not about the money. I'm looking to provide an experience, and I'd gladly give you that out of my pocket.
I mean, I would say a financial, service about day trading would involve money,
Okay. He does jokes hit or miss sometimes, Seth.
Oh, that was a joke.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that was a joke.
Yeah, I'm sure not.
Cole sometimes misses. That was a miss. It's only funny because it missed. Okay, so someone is asking to you directly. This a bit more, I guess, direct. Seth, do you remember when 75 of your 100 most active members left, and then you guys shut down your Discord? You can address him directly to that guy. Find him.
Yeah, I don't. Right, I don't. We were planning to shut down our Discord far beyond any number of people coming and going, which happens on a daily basis. So, we get upwards of 30 signups a day, guys. I mean, 30, 40 a day, upwards of 50, 60 signups in the past. And so he's asking about specific events that have happened over 4 years with thousands of members going in and out. We were switching over our Discord, which we talked about for a long time. I mean, and so, no, I don't specifically remember that.
Okay. He just followed up with your most active members. Okay. I don't know if you have the time to talk to Fuhat, because apparently Fuhat's really wanting to talk to you, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be able to answer a lot of his questions. I wasn't in that tier, so I don't know I don't really know ins and outs about what happened. So I just don't know.
Okay.
But again, we have obvious rules that if people violate, which don't include disagreeing with our people, of course, or disagreeing with what we say. I mean, and you can go in the chats and find disagreements that are currently up. So yeah.
What would it take necessarily to get that treatment or like not treatment. Let me rephrase that. What are the things that I would have to do in order to get X'd from the group?
I don't know. I'm not in charge of that.
Oh, okay. That's a.
I don't know.
Okay.
You brought up one person that I saw during our live streams who would say things that were just like I said, just blatantly, that would be breaking any rules of any server. And so if
that individual, he's so you see, like, okay, I want to hear your story then. So he said things that were very offensive to certain groups of people.
Yeah, I would say so for sure. Yeah, no, certain. Well, okay, let's be very careful here now.
Yeah.
1 second. I mean, let's be very careful.
Yeah,
offense is a strange word nowadays because you can just say anything and offend anybody. But I mean, like any server, personal attacks with derogatory words, and you know which ones I mean, not like pronouns, but like very derogatory words will get you banned on any server, including ours. So.
Okay. So I won't say any derogatory. I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, I want to, if you're up to it, Fuhat is really just pushing it. Are you willing to talk to Fuhat? Do you have the time?
I mean, I don't know who this person is. So if he comes up, I mean, again, I'm not going to be able to, like I said, I'm fine speaking with you. I'm not backing down. I don't know who the hell this person is.
I got you.
Again, you guys have, how would I say this? You guys have formulated your own opinions about our experience without experiencing them. So I
got you.
I wouldn't put it past Fuhat doing the same, whoever the hell this guy is.
Okay. So because you're technically a guest. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. All right.
Well, it's not about comfortability. I don't know who he is, so he could come on and say this happened and that happened and that happened, and then I guess everyone's just going to believe him, right? But I'm trying to give you guys a chance to see for yourself and stop the disbelief that you might have.
Okay.
So, yeah. And if again, I don't want to make it about the money. If $80 is, if the entry fee is holding you back, I would glad to cover your first month if you'd like to sign up, and then make sure you cancel the first day so you're not billed twice. And it's early in the month, so you have 30 days to give it a try and let me know what you think.
Whoa! I wait. So it's billed on the first of each month, right?
It's billed 30 days after you sign up.
So wait, you have to sign up, then can cancel not to get billed twice?
Well, no,
So
that's just
it bills you on the day you sign up, and then 30 days after.
yeah. This is what a lot of people do, Fabio. They
you.
join and cancel on the same day to ensure they're not billed twice.
I got you. Okay, because I don't know Patreon. I really don't know Patreon.
Patreon's different. Patreon does indeed bill you like twice. So if you
sign up like on the 31st on Patreon, you get billed then and then the next day too. Yeah.
I have a
right,
joke
Cole.
Patreon, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're right, and that was one of the reasons we left Well, at least why we created our own system, because thousands of complaints about double billing. So
Yeah, Patreon has a surprisingly bad system like that. I don't know why they haven't fixed that. I guess maybe it's cheaper to process.
Okay, so Fuhat's been on other people's channels before. He is promising to be cordial. If he promises to be cordial, and Fuhat, I'm going to make an extra rule because, again, comfortability.
No, listen, I was going to say, I don't know. I can't speak about him. I don't know his name. I don't know who he is. I don't boot people. I'm not a moderator.
Got you.
Thousands of people's in and out. I'm certain it sounds like he's had a bad experience. If he did, sorry. I'm sorry. How am I say? I'm sorry he feels that way, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know his experience. I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's actually experienced it, much like you guys.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So Seth, and I totally agree with you earlier, Seth, where you said you can't please everybody. I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Is there what would ever make you, like, if you were getting like a lot of, I guess people were signing up in your bid and ask program, and like you were getting a lot of like negative reviews inside the chat, I guess how many people would complain before you would go, oh, maybe we need to look at kind of fixing this, because a lot of people seem unhappy?
I mean, that's I don't really know how to answer some sort of like how many people. I don't know what to say. We're trying as hard as we can to do the right things. Have we made mistakes? I'm certain we have. Will I make them in the future? Absolutely. And so, yeah, I mean, will we say things online that we maybe don't mean? You guys know we've done 1,600 videos. I mean, Fabian, how many have you done? Like
300. And...
Yeah, when you do hundreds, you hardly even know what you say, let alone who some of these guys are. So yeah, I don't know what happened in that tier really. I have certain lanes. I have 2 other businesses besides hosting the show and being involved. So people want to say I'm scared of this guy. I don't know who he is, and we know in the world of YouTube he could be anybody. He's adamant that he's a real person in our group, and he feels wronged. I don't know what I can do about that.
You guys want to get some sleep?
Are you guys on the East Coast?
I'm on the East Coast. Every day this week, I've been pushing about 12-hour days anyways, so I'm already sleep deprived. You're talking to me with like 30% brain power. I already woke up early.
Yeah, it's tough to make decisions, but again, if Fuhad is so adamant about his experience, he can. I guess I hate to say it, he can sign up and go in there and start talking about it tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, anyone can sign up and jump into our program, and if you get booted, you can just sign up tomorrow with a different name. I mean, people do that all the time. So.
Oh, people can sign up. Okay. Because you let them choose like a new email and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I can't. Obviously, they can sign up whoever the hell they want. Sign up under your wife, sign up under your kid.
No, sometimes you can use like an authentication service, like for phone numbers and stuff. So it makes it a little bit hard.
Well, I'm sure. Again, I'm not even working the back end of our system. I mean, we have people that monitor all this stuff, but yeah. But I mean, there's plenty of people disagreeing with Paul and his stance, and with Mo and his stance on trades, but. We've been very adamant. If you watch our channel, we're gonna miss a lot of stocks. You're gonna, yeah. So we're gonna miss a lot of stocks. We just want to stick to a process. I just wanted to come on and reiterate to that because,
No, let me be very clear. So like before this whole shenanigans and stuff, I thought that Everything Money was like going to be which you kind of, okay. I'm going to be kind of, I guess, let me say, olive branch here somewhat, right?
Shining beacon?
The shining beacon. I don't know how else to say it, but basically I'm happy to hear that you're not letting necessarily, because Financial Fortress is scam. It's up there, yes. Okay, you should use the word. So now you're going to get sued, Cole. Anyways, just kidding. No, you can say that. But
I'm in the Financial Fortress Facebook group.
My God, how's that like?
I mean, I just signed up I just emailed them and they put me in. So they post videos about us. Meanwhile, I'm in there because I tried to experience Jeremy's course. I had a great experience with Jeremy and his paywalls, his system, and what am I saying? I didn't have a great experience. That's the wrong adjective. I tried to get an experience from Jeremy, and it was very eye-opening about what they're doing versus what we're doing. So,
yeah, I heard scientists put a bunch of brain cells in front of a Jeremy video, and they just started dying off.
Yeah, I kept all the emails and the phone recordings, and it's wild.
Yeah. So, if you try to look at their services and what they promise, Mo did not say 30% per year, at least.
Yeah, I was pitched on Jeremy's course to sign up for it, and Jeremy's salesman promised me 30% a year returns.
Yeah, Cole, he said that Jeremy was expecting 40, but had gotten 150 in 2020, of course, so 40% per year. And I even doubled down and said, I'm pretty sure Warren Buffett got 16 or 15 per year. And he said, well, Jeremy's going to get 40, so.
Yeah, Warren Buffett's actually a boomer, so he can't invest like Jeremy.
Oh, the hit or miss there.
Yeah, and I think I recognize a couple names in the chat, and they're saying some things, but I also remember you guys speaking so highly of us when you were in some people in our chat. So at least from what I recall, I mean, obviously we're talking about lots of people. So yeah, your process ends up making you buy low quality value traps. I guess so. I mean, it's not a Dark Knight saying, Seth, it's not my process, Dark Knight. And if you've read any value investing book, we have said on the show multiple times, we are professional reminders. It's not Paul's process. It's not our process. it's the value investing process is defined by the greatest investors in the world, and it's just in all the books. You just got to open them. They say the same damn thing.
Do you have a favorite investing book that you would like?
Mine is Richer, Wiser, Happier, and I've been lucky enough to interview William Green, and I'm basically on a texting, emailing chain with him, the author of the book. He's a really great guy. I really loved how he translated somewhat stingy, grumpy value investors and their mindset into a readable book that normal people can read. And he's just a really richer. Oh my gosh. So Richer, Wiser, Happier.
Gotcha.
Well, read that. I mean, guys, read the value investing book by Guy Spear. It's not Paul's process. I'm waiting for people to say, well, you guys are just copycats of everyone else's process. It's just a process of finding good companies at a good price.
That wouldn't be a good argument, because if it works, it works. Why would you not copy something that works if you find something that works? Yeah, no one's going to make that argument. Argument would never make sense. To call you a copycat, yeah.
Oh, I see. I mean, well, I agree. We certainly think it works. I mean, I'm sorry. We certainly have. Yeah, we certainly think it works, and time will certainly tell.
So then, like, how would you describe the Everything Money process? In your own words, I guess, because I know you said it's.
Well, you know, again, I'm the guy that brings what I think are normal person questions. I talk to normal people around me, and then I bring them to Paul, and sometimes Paul, you know, berates the questions I bring, and sometimes Paul really loves the questions I bring. You know, sometimes they sound stupid, and because maybe they kind of are at times, you know. So, I mean, the process is just difficult. It's difficult finding those good companies at a great price, and really, you know, the adjectives of good and great are subjective, and so, you know, there's going to be some misses. Over the past 3 years, our process has definitely been to be avoiding a lot of the excited stocks at elevated pricing, which in the past I hadn't done, and now I do. And just having a process is a lot better than what I used to have, which was just grasping at straws. And I mean, if you watch any of the old videos, I argue with Paul about his process. I doubt his process, because I was coming from the other side. I owned Amazon, the heights of Tesla, Bitcoin, and Netflix. That was my whole portfolio. I was just arguing with him on the show during podcasts why I was right and he was wrong. And then I started reading books. It wasn't until I read the books and then said, wow, Paul, you sound a lot like all these old grumpy bastards like Sir John Templeton. And then I started realizing it's not Paul. It's not a Paul process. It's a defined value investing process. So read Guy Spear's book. I think you'll be floored. The first chapter just sounds like a lot what we're trying to do, or in essence, what we're striving to be like those guys.
Have you read Margin of Safety?
So that is Peter Schiff, right? No,
Seth.
Seth Klarman. Give me a second.
Wait. Yeah, is it Margin of Safety? Oh gosh, I could be confusing my books. I'm pretty sure it's Margin of Safety.
The first page of Margin of Safety just says go buy the Everything Money tier.
Yeah, I don't remember. Is that Margin of Safety?
Yeah, yeah.
I might.
Everyone can find it for free and read
by
it.
Seth Klarman, yeah.
Yeah,
it's Seth Klarman. Yeah, Seth Klarman. I looked with these guys too, but I don't read a ton of books.
That one's a good one if you find it. You can find it on PDF online. It's very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cole, read the one. I'm reading chat right now. But yeah, sorry, 40 to 30% brain power now. But read the book, he said, Cole. It's actually a good book. Oh, someone asked. So this is a question. How's that Magic Formula book?
I mean. So how's the book? The book is very nice. I love the book.
There's a question from chat.
My son has read the book. I share the book with people who are very, very new to investing and can't quite comprehend the concept of evaluating a business. And Joel Greenblatt is incredibly respected by a lot of the top investors. I did not believe as much into the system until I heard other investors talking so highly about him and the system. So, and I've been very adamant about my positions and my returns on my little book stocks over the last 2 years. So,
okay.
So there's videos about that. Someone said, "How is the Magic stock performing?" There's an entire video about the performance. I just published it like a month ago. So,
all right, there's the plug, guys. Go. No, I'm kidding.
How is the Magic formula performing this year? It's equal to the market this year, Magic formula. So,
Seth, if there was theoretically, if just tomorrow there was suddenly no everything money, would you just focus more on your wedding business, or what do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a full-time thing. I mean, there wasn't an everything money when Paul and I were doing this for over, I would say, 2 years, maybe 2.5. When I say there wasn't everything money, we were just probably like what you guys are doing it for not any or much revenue, of course. So,
yeah.
But no, I mean, I have the other business I bought. Again, I posed the question: I bought a business for 60 grand. Is it worth it, or is it, is it good value? So I have other businesses that I have one other business that I run with a partner that does okay. And then my photography business, we just scale it back when everything money started taking up more of my time. But I could equally go back to it. I mean, my wife. We booked a wedding yesterday. My wife had a phone call. I got a couple inquiries all tonight. So, yeah, I mean,
has everything money helped your wedding business at all? Like, kind of like people want to hire you because they know you from the channel?
No, that's a good question. No, not really. Actually, we don't share our everything money stuff. It's kind of strange. Like Paul joked around a couple days ago. He doesn't actually share the videos. I rarely tell anyone on Facebook I'm on everything money. I mean, you can. So I don't know what it is about it.
Well, I'm a much smaller channel, so I can't really say that it's something I would do. But yeah, I don't do that right now at all.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's I never wanted my wedding clients to think I'm incredibly distracted from their projects, which take up a lot of our time. Yeah. And in essence, again, I'm not distracted. I don't tend to walk around and say I'm busy. Again, I try to play basketball about an hour a day. I coached my 9-year-old. I coached fourth graders tonight in football for 2 hours, and I'm talking with you till 2 a.m. I don't go around saying I'm overly busy because we have a nice balance with what we do. So.
Yeah, someone asked, what's the process like to, I guess, pick a stock to do a video on? How's that looking? You just pick one at random?
No. In the chats, there's a whole stream for both day trading and stocks and topics. So we just pull from what our users want. It's one of the first streams. I'm sorry. It's one of the first chats in our community. So we get a lot of our ideas from that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Nicole, do you have any questions, chat? Any last questions?
Seth, if this is the end, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I don't know why I came on. I guess you're right, Fabio. I like coming on a smaller channel, but again, like I would love for you guys. It's funny is if it's done in reverse, then people say that other people are clout chasing. Of course, I had to laugh because like. Both Tom Nash and Jeremy pulled up our videos first and then claimed we were clout chasing, of course. So, but anywho, I'm not really.
That you guys were clout chasing because they pulled you up.
Jeremy pulled up a video about us, and then everyone said we were clout chasing. And so it's kind of funny. Like, I sort of get the concept of how clout chasing works, but. Yeah, I wanted to push the concept of value because value is incredibly subjective, especially what you get out of it. And I'm hoping you guys can take a look at what value you will get for it. And like I said, I don't know how you get me. I'm now in somebody's Discord, so if you can message me and give me a Venmo, I'd be eager to see your guys' reaction.
Okay.
Last thing I wanted to clear up with Seth. I don't know if you've ever seen like financial TikToks, but they are awful. So I just wanted to say, the whole point behind the little Family Guy Peter Griffin short was making fun of how stupid they are.
I really need Fabio to translate your jokes, Cole.
Yeah.
I'm totally
No.
It's almost like it's like a kid drinking alcohol. Like you have to, at first it burns, then you get used to it, and you're like.
Well, I thought you had an impression going, and then you just trailed back to your normal voice, and so I had to bust you on that one because I didn't know if you were actually trying or not actually trying, and so right in between had me confused. But
yeah, I'm a crazy character, you know.
No, Cole shoots a lot. Some of it misses horribly. Some of it hits and lands. Sticks the landing, has a long-lasting impact, but there's a lot of misses in there, so to speak.
I've been called the Orson Welles of YouTube Shorts.
yeah, so I mean, I just like I said, I do like to defend. I do like to defend us at times because I guess you guys think it's some sort of secret thing, you know. I saw I'm sorry, I'm speaking subjectively, Fabio, but like people think that there's some magical curtain that we're hiding behind. I'm like it's like
Oz. Yeah.
it's not like that. What did this Echo say? I'm reading all the comments. I mean, we literally put out 8 videos every single day. I certainly don't read the comments, and so if you guys, if people are butthurt about Mo saying things, it's probably going to happen again because that's just how we talk in our daily lives. Yeah. So I mean, it's just funny to me, but.
All right, so I just want to run through this exercise. It lets me know that, or lets you know, I understand your point of view. So I'm going to repeat back what I think in my mind, could be flawed, so you correct me at any moment, what I think your point of view is. So you're saying that you would like us to go see for ourselves before we voice any further criticisms. We see for ourselves the product, what you guys are offering, and all that jazz.
I would certainly like that. Sure.
Yeah, you would like that. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would like that.
And like I said, I know like you do have a lot of things on your plate, so you definitely didn't see. I actually did say that you guys. It's funny that you did that the day after. I was like, did he see that video? I was like, and I kind of doubted that, but I said any one of your guys, in this case you, could come on and share your side of the story, and I would allow your voice to be shared because that's the purpose, to find what is true. I also said that there's a lot of. I've been shared or given a lot of photography, and I didn't ask to be in this position. I just want to be clear, but it came to a sense like, okay, I felt or I saw that there was a lot of things going on here that I didn't really necessarily agree with, and so, but there's the side to the story, I guess, that you wanted to share, and here you go. So now my perception of your side of the story is that you would like that, one, and some of the things I know you can't comment on. It's fair. A lot of the things you also have to be careful what you say. That's fair because it is a company at the end of the day, and I get that. I really do. I get that. Okay, so then one thing before I forget, it was a pleasure talking to you that you were on. It was very cordial.
It's nice connecting with you guys for sure.
Yeah. Regardless of everything, that's always the case. And I think the chat, I wasn't reading too much of the YouTube chat here and there because I was trying to focus on our conversation, but I don't know. I think everyone followed the rules generally. I have a policy of try to be respectful towards the guests, no ad hominem attacks. There might have been some in there that I missed, but when things like this get hectic. But also, kind of to finish up, yeah, it is interesting you came onto a smaller channel. And
well, I think you guys are somewhat of an extension of Strongman, right? So
we're in his group.
Yeah, so him and I have been cordial. I mean, him and I have exchanged messages before. So I mean, I've watched his videos. I've jumped on his live streams too. So yeah, so I'm glad to talk to you guys. I mean, I'd love to clear up anything people think out there, and if there are opinions that we're terrible and people have that we're terrible and yada yada, that's probably going to happen as well. I'm not going to.
Well, I'm going to be blunt with you on this because I get the position you're in. A lot of the questions and criticism I have, I'm talking to the wrong person in this instance because I don't have these criticisms aren't really steered towards you, they can only be directed in this as far as, you know, like, let's say I do have an absolute
no, I understand, but criticizing the value of things, which some of the people in the comments are doing right now, criticizing the value of things is, I think at times very quite silly. I mean, you know, without experiencing it, yeah, you know, I have a $12,000 wedding photography package that I send out to people, and I've never had anyone book it, but my $12,000 wedding photography includes a lot of things, and at times I'm certain some clients think, wow, I can get a $12,000 photographer for a $6,000 price, and if some people ever want to book me for that high tier, Paul has booked high tiers, and I'm not going to guarantee people in this chat haven't, but if there was one of those that you could talk to, they certainly thought it was worth it. And so, and in the end, I'm not dying for your, I'm not dying for your approval. It's just,
oh yeah, that wouldn't make sense because we're a small channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
I'm dying for your approval, Seth. I'll do anything.
There's obviously just weird comments people. So yeah, Seth is terrible. He knows what's going on. I guess so, guys. You're welcome to drive to the studio and watch how we do everything. I mean, it's so funny. Yeah, so yeah, it's just really funny. Just a few guys in a room making videos. So
all right, so I guess I'm gonna cut it there. Well, the final thing is, yeah, that was, I think I addressed the final thing. Again, 40 to 30% brain power, maybe 20%. So I stumble on.
Yeah, I mean, that was a nice summary, and I definitely appreciate you guys attacking some of our adversaries, and you're welcome to attack us too, but I'm also very eager to see you in the chat. Now, I'd like to actually pay you guys on air to make sure I'm good for this, because God forbid. So can someone please message me here? And if Echoes wants to get in too, that's fine too.
I mean, I wasn't even really planning on making more videos about you guys. I don't know if Fabio was interested.
Well,
Fabio, if you'd like to join, I can let you in, and you can see what's going on.
All right, fair enough.
No, I guess
it would be in bad faith if I said no.
If Echoes, it seems like in the chat, he was fairly adamant. I guess if he jumps in and starts
he went to bed like an hour ago,
trolling and things, I can't imagine. I'm certain there's rules about that. So
no. Yeah. Well, I don't think he would. I think if he's you know, in there for that specific mission, he would be respectful to the mission.
So again, I want to reiterate, Paul and Mo have said obviously a zillion times, is, you know, are you going to get a balance sheet of their trades and returns? No. Are you going to get a group of many people talking on a daily basis, talking about their returns? Absolutely. Absolutely. You will get that when we go live, and you can see the process that they learn from Mo and how they're applying it. So regardless if Mo has millions in the market or zero, I think if he's teaching a process that seems that's working for a lot of people in a group, you'll be able to experience it and then judge the value for yourself.
All right. So I'll say.
So there you go. There you are. Is that you, Fabio? Great. Yes. And is this a Cash App or Venmo?
That is the service that you use. Yes, Venmo.
Thanks. A second. I found you. Is your last name 2 words?
Yes, it's separated, so it's because he's Italian, so it's of Lollo. That's what it means in Italian. So. It's short for Di Lorenzo, but.
There you go. Can you confirm you got that?
All right, so everyone knows he's
Fabio, say you didn't get it.
He did. All right, so then I would abide by the same side of my end of the deal. All right, guys. So with that being said, that's kind of wrapping up. Other questions, I guess. Well, I'm exhausted, so I just want to actually wrap it up here. But thank you guys so much for joining the live stream tonight. Thank you, Seth, for coming on. Thank you, Cole, for also coming on.
Great time. Good luck with your YouTube pages, or your YouTube channels. It does take a lot of work and a lot of years. So.
Oh, yeah. No, this is just a pastime hobby, man. All right, guys. I'll see you.
See you around, guys.